Sports Encyclopedia. Where you at, Steve Kim? Got Trent in the cut. Yeah. Where you at, man? In the gym shooting, I'm Durant. You ain't shooting John Moran. No looking stupid, we ain't losing. Grind like something to prove it. Came to conclusion that is proven. Yeah, I'm proven with a reliable source. Straight from the mouth of the horse. Smitty and JB and Smitty from West Coast to your side. Worldwide, we in your city. Keep it 150. We never change what's happening. Hurdle and get it cracking. No capping, we never lack it. Better stay in your lane.
There's only three Lakers that I would not look the other way if I saw them motherfuckers coming. That's Kareem, that's Worthy, and that's Coop. The rest of them damn Lakers, fuck them.
That's bullshit that Robert Parrish said.
Coop, you know I got your back like a backpack, boy. Fuck Robert Parrish. You know he ain't shit. It's all good. You know, fuck the Celtics, all of them.
We see you like shit, you fucking slap dicks. Issues get pressed so past it, don't get sacked like bags and baggage. Smitty and Jason Brown, killed it, yeah, it's a rap. We what the game's been missing, we switched it and filled the gap. Smitty and Jason Brown, we killed it, yeah, it's a rap. We what the game's been missing, we switched it and filled the gap.
To put the fear of God in these motherfuckers! What up? We're in the building. It's Merciless Monday. I'm taking no mercy. We are back. We are live. We're in the building. Seems like forever. It's been 2 weeks damn near. But we're giving you 4 days in between those 2 days. Happy New Year to all. And hope everybody enjoyed the holiday season. Now it's back to the grind. It's back. It's go time. Take the E out of what? Ego. And it spells go. It is go time today. So let's pound the like, subscribe. If you're not a member, become one. And this Saturday is a big event for the Coach JB Show with Big Smitty, as we'll be live in Long Beach at the legendary Sports Bar and Grill Legends, co-owned by Willie McGinnis, 3-time Super Bowl champ. We'll be there with Willie and the boys chilling live. Smitty and I will be there for the Ram game from noon on. And that Ram NFC wildcard game will be at 1:30, so we'll be there live at Legends in Long Beach, California. So we'll give you guys more details as the show goes. So let's dive into it. It is it is Merciless Monday, and we got a loaded show today. E-Dub, Super Bowl champ Eric Weddle. We'll talk about the Ravens debacle last night with the missed kick. Shaun King and Steve Kim will join us on a Monday. Steve Kim will be here Monday and tomorrow, Tuesday, since he'll be out of town for the Miami game in Arizona this week on Thursday. But it's Black Monday in the NFL, and the Falcons fired their GM and head coach, and the Cleveland Browns just fired Kevin Stefanski. 2 goes down. There'll be 4 more to go probably by the end of the day. Pete Carroll and so many others. And who knows will be next today. We'll watch it closely. Bailey will give us updates, I'm sure. I would expect Pete Carroll to step away here in the next 30 to 45 minutes. And who knows? Mike McDaniel, we don't know about him, and so many others. But what a game last night. The season couldn't have ended in a more thrilling fashion than it did last night between the Steelers and the Ravens. Aaron Rodgers looked young again, made some clutch throws, and willed them to win. Lamar Jackson, Action Jackson, stepped in between 2 defenders, made a go call, said take it deep, made a clutch throw late to Zay Flowers, made 2 big throws to Zay Flowers. Lamar, up to that point, had a horrific game. Aaron Rodgers really didn't do much until he made those clutch throws. So both guys came up clutch when it mattered. Either one had a statistical great game, but they made some hell of a plays to make their teams come down to a kicker. As Peyton Manning would say, an idiot kicker to blow the game. And that goes for both teams. Yes, the Ravens did miss a field goal, but don't forget, the Steelers missed the extra point just to play before. So let's not act like, well, it's it. No, it goes both ways. That's part of the game. Smitty says it all the time. it is what it is. If you make the extra point, guess what? All that field goal does is tie it anyway. So let's just pump the brakes on all the bullshit about just the Ravens kicker. Nah, Boswell missed a fucking extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point in like 17 fucking years. But what do I know? The second round of the college football playoffs saw Miami shock Ohio State. Oregon dominated Texas Tech. And Indiana showed everyone, myself included, that they are for real. Ole Miss will have to figure out staff duties once again, as the NCAA calendar has allowed coaches to have to choose over playoff duties or attend their new school's job duty. What a mockery this is. And the NCAA, you should be ashamed of yourself. All eyes were on the Ravens Steelers after we saw the Seahawks dominate the 49ers for the number 1 overall NFC seed the night before. The Rams forced the 49ers to head to Philly, and the Rams will take on the Panthers in Carolina, where they already have lost this year. Riley Leonard looked good, as I said he would, but what do I know? The Packers were 12-point dogs to the Vikings, and on most books, it was 13.5-point dogs. And get this, I don't know why they run the football with no time left. They're just going to run the clock out, and then they decide to call a timeout and kick it. And you got every bettor in America up in arms. We had a pre-meeting, Smitty and I and Bailey, and I said, hell no, the Packers 12-point dogs against the Vikings? Is everyone sitting out? Not everyone sat out. Jordan Love did. Aaron Jones for Minnesota didn't play. But I'm like, that's 12-point dogs? And sure enough, Vegas knows what they're doing, don't they? Boy, it's a cold business. And 13.5 was the number. They end up winning by 13. Packers lost by 13. What a joke. The Colts were 10-point dogs for some reason versus the Texans, and they covered. This week, Ole Miss takes on Miami. Oregon plays Indiana in a rematch. The only certainty is that we will have a first-time national champion head coach. That's the only certainty we have right now. With the last 4 remaining coaches all being Nick Saban disciples, there will be a new national champ. We'll be live in person doing the NFL Wildcard Show at the legendary Sports Bar and Grill in Long Beach. Legends, as I said, owned by Willie McGinnis and some partners of his, 12 noon throughout the game. And come catch us live Saturday for Wildcard Weekend. But what do I know? What I do know is my Far East Sider 317, LeBron Hairline having, Lamar Jackson loving, AR5 defending, Caitlin Clark jocking, and now Riley Leonard swinging. Big Smitty joins the show.
Yeah! We back, baby. We back. What's going on, chat? I missed y'all, chat. We got Isaiah Place. We got Ron. What's going on?
You got green on me?
Yeah. You know, green was one of my favorite colors when it comes to clothing. It looks really good on that brown skin. You know what I mean? That black skin. But yeah.
Look better on white skin. I don't know why you wore green today out of nowhere. But anyway, go ahead.
I mean, it wasn't out of nowhere. I wore green today. I don't understand what that means. Like it's still kind of the end of the holiday season.
Y'all don't usually wear green. I'm just throwing it out there. Y'all don't usually wear green. But go ahead.
Green looks great on black skin, and that's a fact. Like I'm not trying to argue or make it about race. If anybody in the chat knows, green looks great on black. Like look at me. You know what I mean? So anyway, we back, man. It's been a long time, man. I miss y'all, man. We got the chat in here, man. We got Real Thomas Bradley. We got TJ, the conservative hustler. We got Kenneth Green, Cole Vaden, Rio H1K, and Oxford, 97. I can't wait, man. Yesterday was crazy. This whole week been crazy, homie.
2 weeks.
Damn near 3.
Damn near 4.
Rose Bowl. I feel like that was a year ago. But
Charger game, Ram game. I didn't go to the Ram game Sunday. I didn't want to go to the Ram game. I've been out too much, so I didn't want to. I'd have pump my brakes.
Yeah, I mean, everybody was asking about you too at the Rose Bowl. You know, it would have been great for you to pull up, kind of show face, stuff like that. So,
well, we may be on Pac-Man Jones show together after this show.
We may be, or is it official yet?
He has, motherfucker has to hit me back. But I'm saying, I know I'm on it.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
But he asked if we could do a duo, like a show thing. I think that's better for the brand.
I agree, but if he asks, then it should be official.
Right.
But if it's not,
I haven't got the link. I haven't got the link. And he FaceTime me and all that shit. And fucked up talking shit, and then he don't have the link.
You know, Pac-Man. I love Pac, but you know what I mean. And
he don't record live anyway.
I don't know what he's doing right now.
He don't record live, but he's supposed to be at our show on the 10th.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. He's gonna be on the show live with us, and Steve Kim's gonna pull up. Shaun King, Marcellus Wiley probably pull up. We got some shit. At Legends. It might be off. It might be fire. I'm
be real. That Legends salad we had.
I'm Carrie. It's Carrie. It's illegal. We're Carrie State now, so just throw everybody out there so you guys know. Huh?
I kind of cut you off. What'd you say?
Oh, nothing. Oh. So anyway, we're legal Carrie State now, homie. So yeah, I'm strapped. So we'll be there, man. Hey, Smitty, a lot of homies will pull up. We'll be there. Kind of close back to my hood. Like I got a lot of homies right there. It's gonna be kind of cracking in there, motherfucker.
Speaking of that, I ran into one of your old school homies. I ain't gonna say his name. I ain't gonna tell you what he told me, but just know
Frank.
that I learned a lot about you and your life and how you really, really grew up in like a 5-minute conversation. So I'm gonna keep it to myself, but understand that my clip just got fully loaded. So if you ever try me on this show, I got real details, chat, real deal spill information about the gangster JB and how he grew up. But I'm gonna keep it to myself, homie. Continue.
Anyway, shout out to Frank Van, my homie. Shout out. I got the picture before you.
Homie, I took the picture. We said we're gonna send it to you.
And I got it like literally instantly, and you didn't even know I had it.
He literally said, "Hey, Darnell, can I take a picture you sent to JB?" Yes. His wife took the picture. His wife said, "I only watch the show because of you. JB be saying crazy." I said, "I know, I appreciate you." Bam, show me love. The whole come on, homie, like what you mean? So that was one of my wideouts in high school.
Yeah, I know. He got a couple sons. Son's going to UNLV.
Yeah.
Shout out to Frank. Shout out to my boy.
My
you're welcome, though. You're welcome that I put you on the map globally, and so that people recognize you now in public. So you're welcome.
I've literally changed this whole show for the better.
So, like, you get noticed, like, in public now. Like, just imagine that times 100. That's when I go out. That's why I don't go out as much.
It's a couple things, AB. Number one, it's cool for the show that we get recognized for sure. But, like, my dick's not getting hard. Number one. Number two, I've been getting this before I knew you for years because you forget I was already on a nationally televised TV show every single day with NFL guys and Hall of Famers and NBA guys and journalists. Number two. And number three, when I joined this show, you had 10 people watching live. Now we're already over 3,000. So give me my respect. Go ahead, Jason.
Respectfully, nobody knew you on Fox. You were just a behind-the-scene guy. Okay. And so shout out to you for grinding and being that guy. But nobody recognized you in public. Everybody thought you were DeMarco Farr. And so respectfully to DeMarco Farr and you having a semblance.
Spell that right now.
You got noticed.
Spell stimulus right now.
Go ahead.
Spell it. You can't spell it, can you?
SIMILANCE.
I don't think you spelled it right.
Go ahead.
My last comment to you, though, about this whole situation that we're talking about right now is that the show that you used to be on, although it was huge, it's very old now. And we live in a world of what have you done for me lately? So everybody forgot who you was. So I'm done. Go ahead.
Respectfully, to combat what you just said about the show being very old now, it cleared over $1 billion in 2025.
Now I have to rebuttal to that, even though I didn't plan to do so. But kudos to that, I guess. But it's not just your particular season. It's the totality of that show, which has different seasons, different cities.
Since I made a lawsuit, I actually have numbers. And I wouldn't bring up other people's shows. I would only bring up my show on this show, the realest show. So my show, the 2 seasons I was on, 3 and 4, cleared $1 billion still, and it's still on. And it's the only one that's still on from that era, by the way. Why is that?
It's not true. That part's not true, but I hear you.
It is. Because Tiger King came on after my show, homie, from 2018-19. Go look it up. Remember, homie, I got numbers.
Era. You said from that era.
Remember, I got numbers. Like I get them updated. But anyway, I'm not saying I'm the shit. I'm not saying I'm the best guy ever.
I know you're not.
I'm just going to take his time until he gets here. Anyway, let's keep going, Smitty. We got a lot going on. Quote of the day brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Head down over there. Download the app today. Use our promo code Coach JB. Get $75 on a $5 bet. Underdog. Play the game, win money. Smitty, quote of the day. Be yourself and make the world adjust.
Ooh,
yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, real simple. Yeah.
That's a great one to bounce back on.
Be yourself. Yep. Make the world adjust.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because all you can be is yourself. Like JB can't beat nobody. I mean, you can try, but it's gonna be a worse version of who you were meant to be. We are all made specially as individuals. Be that person and live your purpose, and everybody else will adapt. I love it.
Lucy, cheer is still on, and it's on after my show, though. That's what I mean. It's on after my show, and they had a pedo gay on there. So, big difference. Contrary to belief, brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Smitty, this is just in for the football. I made this up because it's something I used to tell my players. Mm-hmm. Champions keep playing until they get it right. Contrary to belief. It's real simple and drive and playing, but that's what Pittsburgh Steelers did last night, Smitty. That's what the Seattle Seahawks did the other day. Yeah. And that's what even your Colts did to the buzzer the other day. I thought it was a show-out performance for Riley Leonard and that quarterback. I thought you seen Tyler Shough wrap up the Rookie of the Year, playing pretty well again against the Falcons, who won 4 in a row but fired their coach on his day off. And then that's why it's Black Monday, Smitty. That's why we call this Black Monday in the NFL. Kevin Stefanski just got axed 10 minutes ago. I expect 4 or 5 more. I expect 4 or 5 more to come through here in the next few minutes. But speaking of that, poll question brought to you by Underdog. Smitty, who is your MVP now that the season has been wrapped? It's over. You saw every single game, all the weeks. The ups, the downs, the ebb and flow. Who is your MVP? I have an argument. I want to hear yours.
It's a great question, Jason. There are definitely some good candidates this year, but I think there's only one correct answer, and I think we're going to agree on it. Is that it's Matthew Stafford. When I look at his numbers in comparison to the other ones, it's not like they're not even like really close. when I look at the actual just totality of the season, obviously there were some downs, and he had some moments, lately, and every quarterback, every player had moments, right? It's never going to be perfect. But in totality, man, Matthew Stafford had an amazing season. I mean, you got Devontae Adams, who didn't even play the last few games of the year, still led the league in receiving touchdowns at this age is insane. As great as Puka is, like Puka wasn't some, first round guaranteed guy, but with Matthew Stafford, this guy might be the best receiver in the dang league. And it's crazy. I mean, at the beginning of the year, we didn't even know if Stafford was going to be able to like really play because he had that back situation. It's all that. And so when you fast forward to now to the end of the season and see what he did and have the rounds rolling, I mean, this has been an incredible season. I think it would be insane if Matthew Stafford did not get the MVP this year.
I agree. Did Devontae Adams still end up with the leading touchdown?
I'm pretty sure. I saw a stat last night. I think it was 14. I think that led it.
He still led. He didn't play the last 4 games.
And for a fact, at bare minimum, he would have got like 2 more.
Oh, more
you know
than
what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
1 per game.
He probably would have had 20.
Right. That's what I want to say, but I know that's still.
I mean, that's 2. I mean, it's he missed 4 games.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna say it's 2 a game. That's 8, but let's just say he gets 6 out of 4 games.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Listen, it's really not even close. The Rams had the hardest schedule in the NFL. Fact. They have 12 wins in the hardest schedule in the NFL. Fact. We can also say that we know the games they clucked off, which is what it is. As you say, that's their record. But we saw those games. We saw them dominate Philly. We saw them dominate Seattle. And for whatever reason, they choked it off. Now, is that a forward-thinking issue? Maybe. I don't know. But I do know this. It's not close. It's not even really close. And here's why. Nakua just led the NFL in receptions. The guy that finished second was on the Cardinals, and they were battling last night. If you watch the game, they were kind of battling to go back and forth, and they jumped Jamar Chase during that game. Devontae Adams leads the league in touchdowns and missed 4 games, as we already alluded to. So you have the leading pass catcher on your team and the leading touchdown receiver on your team, and the most wins in the hardest schedule on your team. He's clearly the MVP. It's not close. Drake May had a great year. Numbers-wise, he's not close, and they didn't beat anybody. One guy, one team over 500. That's not – you can't – I don't care what you say. If this is a regular season award, this is the award you give out. It's Matthew Stafford this year. Like, period. You never seen me sit up here and say Matthew Stafford's MVP if he's not the MVP. I haven't said it the last couple of years, have I? No. He's the MVP. Myles Garrett's a defensive MVP. I mean, let's just keep it. There's nothing else to say. Okay.
Right. Ain't nothing to talk about, really.
and I get Max Hess is a Seattle Seahawk homer and all that. But I know you're not arguing for Sam Darnold, who I love. I know you're not arguing because if you watch the 2 games they played each other in, Matthew Stafford threw for over 700 yards in your 2 games, homie. 9 touchdowns. Stop. Stafford threw Darnold threw 4 picks, homie. Stop it, Max. I know you're a homer and you're talking about me wiping my chin, but what are you doing contrary to belief? Come on, homie, make it make sense. You're over there talking about Sam Darnold when he fucking threw 4 picks. It can't beat the
better than that, Max.
Come on, homie, stop.
Max.
Stop,
man.
Anyway,
damn, man.
We know Stafford is the MVP. It is what it is. If it was someone else, I would say it. I mean, come on now. I have no fucking dog in the fight. At the end of the day,
y'all know me. I don't even like agreeing with JB. So y'all know if it was anybody else, I would say it. But there's nobody else.
Sam Darnold can't win comeback player of the year, Joe Accord. I don't believe he can win comeback player. He's already just won 14 games last year.
Right.
So he's not coming. Daniel Jones would have been comeback player of the year for me.
Yeah.
Even though he was in a MVP conversation early on.
Yeah, I know.
So it is what it is.
He damn near should still win.
But here's my if it could be such a thing as comeback player or most instrumental or I don't know. Kobe Brissett, clap it up. He had the best year of any step-in QB in the NFL. And he's a veteran. And listen, he led the NFL, Smitty, in yards, completion percentage, and touchdowns since he took over. The NFL.
Yeah.
And he got a guy named Cedric Wilson a big bag. And that's what I don't think people realize. Like, these guys are making wideouts better. Kobe Brissett, and I said this on the show, I don't know, 2 months ago when he took over for Kyler Murray. We had that conversation. Did they lose? Yeah, they lost. Fucking Arizona Cardinals. Come on, homie. I said, how well did he play? Michael Wilson, my bad. How well did he play? Well, played about as well as you could play for a fill-in guy on a team that's that bad. So, by the way, Michael Wilson got a bag. The tight end is second in the NFL in reception. McBride. And the team looked night and day better than it did with Kyler Murray. I'm just going to tell you right now. And I don't know what they're going to do in the offseason. I don't know if their head coach gets fired here in the next few minutes, Smitty. There's rumors. I don't know. But I do know this. They got some decisions to make in Arizona this offseason. So we'll see. But I think we agree on the MVP, so there's no debate about that.
Great start to the show, man. Great start, man. It might be a shift.
What kind of shift?
Where you and I agree more. I mean, we'll see. We got a lot of time left. We'll see how the show goes. I'm going to say it's a great start.
Well, let's start right. I think we're probably going to disagree right out the gate.
All right, well, let's get straight to it, man. I know you kind of alluded to it earlier in your intro, but the Steelers take out Ravens as Tyler Loop misses the last-second potential game-winning field goal for the Ravens. It was an unbelievable game. I'm sure you guys watched it last night. Several late lead changes, defensive collapse, big-time plays. Lamar and Aaron, like JB said, showed up late, making big-time throws and just plays to put their teams in situations to win. And but ultimately, the Steelers got it done. Aaron Rodgers is in the playoffs. Lamar and the Ravens are not. And, man, I guess my initial reaction just watching the game was just – and I put this out, too, after the game was who would have thought coming into this season that Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Lamar Jackson would all be out the playoffs. I don't think no matter how we feel about any of those guys, I don't think anybody would have came in here and just like put money on that. You know what I'm saying? 3 of the top 5 quarterbacks you would say in the league at any given time are not in the playoff, which is an insane situation. I know the Ravens had a crazy year. Lamar missed a lot of time, a lot of, injuries and stuff like that on defense, but no excuse. This is football. You guys get paid a lot, and the Ravens had a chance to win this game. And I know everybody's going to try to blame the kicker. That's the easy thing to do. And, of course, he deserves some blame. He missed the kick. But that wasn't just some gimme. Like, I think it was a 40-something yard kick. It wasn't like it was some 20-yard chip shot. But, the guy's a rookie, and it was probably the biggest moment in his career. He choked. It happened. But I don't think, like, he should be getting bashed like he's the worst kicker in the world. The guy's been pretty damn good this year, replacing somebody who we would have considered as, like, potentially the greatest kicker of all time prior to him being there. And, hey, he had a moment, and obviously you see he's emotional right here, after the game. But as players, as athletes, we all have moments where we mess up. You know what I'm saying? Just when you're a kicker, it's on the biggest stage. You know what I'm saying? So Lamar didn't play great until late. I agree. At one point, he was 5 for 10 for like 40 yards or something like that. I remember the stat line showed on the screen. I was like, what's going on, Lamar? Part of that was the Ravens just not having the ball, but, I mean, that's because you couldn't sustain drive. So, anyway, there's excuses can be pointed out at a lot of different places, but at the end of the day, Mike Tomlin got the job done. Harbaugh didn't. The old head Aaron Rodgers is in the playoffs, and the 2-time MVP Lamar Jackson is out. So, it was probably the best game of the weekend for me.
It might have been the best of the year. I just thought the back and forth late in the game between those two. Every time, someone scored, you're like, oh, fuck, it's over. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers has enough to come back at this age. The blown coverages by both teams in that game.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen that many crucial blown coverages or someone falling down because of a wet track or slippery track or something.
That was crazy, that play. I'm like, golly.
But you can't get beat on double move that late in the game, playing bump and run. First of all, I don't know why they were in bump and run and he gets beat on the double move. Bump and run means you're in phase the whole time and you can't drop your hips and stop on a hitch route.
Right.
Because there ain't no safety over the top. And, like, you're in bump and run for a reason because you're trying to add to the box and stop the run game or whatever they're trying to do with Aaron Rodgers. And, by the way, it blew my mind with no DK Metcalf. You only had Austin, who only had 3 catches, I think.
Mm-hmm.
What coverage they ran against the Steelers all night blew my mind. How the tight end was just continuously down the pipe versus too high. And I'm like, what are they doing? There's no DK. Like, I don't understand what they were doing on defense for the Ravens, which ultimately will probably, in my opinion, make a decision or make the Ravens make a decision on John Harbaugh. That's why I think him and Tomlin been there 19 years. I feel that the loser of that game was going to leave, whether it was volunteer or not. I think John Harbaugh voluntarily walks away and does something. I don't think he's done coaching. I think he'll start over and do an Andy Reid type of refresh, in my opinion. I still think Tomlin can do it too, because I don't know how serious we are. I saw your predictions. I don't know how the Pittsburgh Steelers can beat the Texans, even with DK. They're not good enough.
Well, why are you so like I get it. The Texas defense is great. I think we all agree to that.
It's the best in football.
But their offense is not that good at all. And I love CJ Stroud. He's our guy, but for whatever reason, he hasn't been looking like his full self, and the offense hasn't been fully rolling. So, like,
here's the thing, though. They're better. They're better, though. They're better than the Steelers.
Playoffs, you know how it is, homie.
I get it.
It's one moment, one game,
But they're better than the Steelers' offense. Is the problem?
They got TJ back. They're getting DK back. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I still take CJ Stroud in that offense over the Steelers' offense. Now, I don't take him over Aaron Rodgers right now. I don't take him over Aaron Rodgers right now, even though he's 41. Aaron Rodgers is the MVP of the Steelers. Like, I don't know why nobody understands that. He's clearly the MVP of the Steelers. They're not in the playoffs without Aaron Rodgers. in my opinion. Even though the team has given the award to, I believe, Gainwell or who is it? I think Gainwell got it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay.
They issued it last night. They were talking about it on the game.
Dang, yeah.
But Aaron Rodgers is the MVP of that team, like, period. So what he's done at 41, does it drive him to return next year? I don't know. He's going to need a bunch of wideouts. That team is limited on offense.
His post-game speech was kind of like emotional. Like, he damn near cried, but he kind of held it in. But you could tell how appreciative he is now being with the Pittsburgh Steelers organization. Because a lot of times when you got it good, and overall, let's be real, he had it pretty good in Green Bay. But then he left, thinking it would be better to go to New York, but it was horrible, obviously, towards Achilles. We know how that train, kind of that ride went. And then he kind of got like revitalized with the Pittsburgh Steelers, not because of just a win and loss record, but I just think how they run things there. It's a true team, true leadership with Mike Tomlin and those veterans in that locker room. And you can, I don't know, man. I think you'll probably get it, JB. It's certain things. It's like his demeanor, how he's speaking, just seeing the reaction between him and his teammates at the end of the game. I could tell that like that's a tight knit like bunch, and that's why I'm leaning on. Like, I know the Texans are a better team than the Steelers, but we've seen this before where just like it's special years where these teams just kind of go on a surprise run and they win a few games. So we'll see, man. I would not be shocked though. Do not be shocked if the Steelers ended up beating the Texans y'all and upset them in the first round.
Yeah, I agree. Smitty, I just be real with you. If I have to ask you right now today, after watching what we've been watching, you're the owner. You're Woody Johnson, the baby oil owner.
Don't ask me this question.
Do you fire Aaron Glenn today? Yes or no? Go.
Today?
Not tomorrow. Yeah. Hey, if you got a real show, homie, let's keep it real.
Well, before I answer that, let me read the stat real quick. The Jets just completed a 17-game NFL season without recording a single defensive interception. They're the first team in NFL history to go a full season without a defensive interception. I saw a stat that said,
Excuse me.
Go ahead, Jason. Go ahead, Jason.
What did this guy play?
DB.
What was he? How did he get hired here?
Corner, got drafted by the Jets.
What? How did he get this job? What was he?
I'm sorry, defensive coordinator for the Lions.
And who didn't have anything on defense?
All quarterbacks that played against the Jets, their combined stats was 36 passing touchdowns, 0 interceptions. They went 14-3 against them. Combined.
Can I give you another stat?
Yes, please.
The last 5 games, they got beat by 23 or more points. All-time record. Again, let's stop. Come on, homie. Listen. I know you want to, in the core of you want to defend this brother. I know it. I get it. And Ryan Clark and everybody wants to. But at the same time, Ryan Clark set y'all up for failure. Because, see, Ryan Clark came out years ago when Anthony Lynn was the head coach of the Chargers, a friend of mine, and I thought did a hell of a job. And Ryan Clark came out and advocated for his firing. And then I said, hold on.
I don't want to be that guy.
I get it. So I came out and I was like, hold on, Ryan. You pro-black Freddie Mac, and you are advocating for a brother to be fired, but then go out and say we don't have enough brothers head coaches? Make it make sense, homie. So what's happened now is Gerard Mayo's of the world, coach 1 year in New England, got fired.
I know.
So at the end of the day, I know in your core you want to do it, but then your eyes work. You saw what we saw. You read the stats we just read. You saw yesterday's game, last game of the year. Let me ask you the difference between this brother and a brother after 2 years, Raheem Morris, who had his team fighting and clawing and winning the last 4 games, who wanted to play last night. What is the difference, homie? Guess what? The fight, the dog, those players wanted to play for him. I ain't seen nobody come out and say, oh, keep Aaron Glenn. I saw everybody come out and say, why are you firing my boy? So Raheem or Eric Weddle's hot today. He's going to be on the show. That's his boy.
I'm hot too.
You didn't allow him to use or have a chance to play Kirk Cousins when you paid him $160 million. You were forced to play Michael Penix when he was not ready, just like J.J. McCarthy in Minnesota. How did that work out? Guess what happened? When you put Kirk Cousins in, how many games did you win in a row?
I don't know.
4. The last 4. That's what's crazy about it. You're telling me if Kirk Cousins don't play earlier in this year, they're not a playoff team, homie? Stop. Keep it funky. They're a playoff team with Kirk Cousins if you put him in 3 games earlier, homie. They probably go 2-1 in that split. 6 out of the last 7. They're a playoff team today.
Like a 1 game. I think they got the same record as
they all got the same record. They all got the same record in the shitty NFC South. So if you fire this brother right here after 2 years, after you grabbed a quarterback in the first round and everybody was up in arms and you had Kirk Cousins you just paid $160 million to, fire the GM's one thing. But fire the coach who just got this team buying in is asinine to me. This is another step back for a failure organization like Atlanta Falcons who haven't recovered since the debacle in New England. And I believe they're hiring Matt. They're going to hire Matt. What's the name today?
Oh,
Matt Ryan.
Oh, okay.
They're probably going to hire Matt Ryan in some upper role in administration. And you have to fire Aaron Glenn if you did this to him. Like,
but listen, though, I understand your concept, but again, each team is its own business. Like, you're talking like there's one decision maker for all 32 teams. And if you fire this, if that was the case, I'd be with you. But everybody can make their own move. I agree with you. That was the bad move, in my opinion. That team is fighting. That team, literally, you tied with the division winner. So how you gonna fire the head coach when they tied and you got the team fighting for you? I'm with you. By the way, shout out to defensive line coach in Atlanta, Nate Ollie. That's my brother. That was my vet at Ball State. Played through technique. They had a single season franchise sack record this year for most sacks in a single season in Atlanta franchise history. So shout out to him. Listen, man, my only fight for Aaron Glenn is that they made those trades earlier this year, kind of cleaned out house, and they have a ton of fucking picks, a ton of first-round picks. I'm just curious. I don't know. I'm just curious to know what he'll do with those picks. That's the only fight I would say to where, like, all right, maybe we give him fucking first 5 games next year to see if he makes something shake, and if he don't at that point, go ahead and can him then. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we've seen teams like, you be patient with the head coach and they turn things around after, clean the house. We kind of saw it similar in a different way with the different Broncos. Now, I'm not comparing him to Sean Payton by no means. I'm just saying, like, we've seen teams turn around their team, trade out all the OG vets, bring in young cats, and turn that thing around pretty quick. So, a guy who they drafted, a guy who, I still believe a lot of the players like as a person at least give him a chance to, like, play with his new toys, so to speak. That's my only fight. But if they did decide to fire him, listen, I'm not going to go here and, defend it and argue too much for it, because the Jets are, between them and the Raiders, the 2 worst teams in the NFL this year, in my opinion.
Yeah, here's the issue. This is and D. Jones, by the way, so apparently Jermaine not getting a turnover is the reason the Jets were shitty. My Jermaine, it goes back to my kid. Anyway,
you know what he said?
I talked to Jermaine last night. I was trying to get him on the show this week.
No, you ain't.
Obviously disappointed. Smitty, come on. You can say, let's be real. Let's think this real quick before we move on.
All right.
If I ask you next year and halfway through the season what the Jets' record is, what are you going to say?
2-4.
So they're firing them. So why are you waiting for the inevitable?
Because I'm not putting another brother down on my platform.
Yeah, but you're hurting on
this show.
But you're not being real.
I want to say,
not being real.
I want to promote. I am not putting down another brother on this show who fought, who scratched and clawed to get his first head coaching opportunity. And out of one bad season, you want me to come on here as the black man of this show who holds it down for my people and say, fire Aaron Glenn. He's shitty. He ain't a good coach. He don't never deserve another head coach job at all. He wasn't a good D coordinator. He's not a good coach, period. I don't know why he even got a job. Let him go. I'm sorry. It's not in my blood to do that. I can't do that. It was a horrible season. Give him a couple games next year with his new toys. See if he can shock us all. If he don't, business is business. But I'm not going to use the platform to put down this brother. I'm sorry. I can't do it. It ain't me. It's not my character. It's not my character.
So you're not real.
I am real.
Got it. Fuck. I thought we had a real show on Real Planet ERF.
That's like me. Hold on, homie. That's like me. That's like you coaching and you having a bad year, me and you homies, and I'm like, and I'm on the platform. I'm like, yeah, it's what it is. RJB.
Doesn't matter.
I wouldn't do that.
Doesn't matter about homies. At the same time, I had to fire homies, homie. You've seen homies get fired. That's what it is. If you're not my homie after I have to fire you, then you're not my homie from the jump. I got to make a decision. Here's the thing. This is your job now. You on this show, co-host of the Coach AB show with Big Smitty, the realest show, the most fastest growing show, the biggest show in a couple of years on the world, all that. You have to do it for your job's sake. You can't go on because we're going to be live every day. Like when we're making like millions of dollars, you're going to be like, we're going to be on Christmas Day. You're going to be on New Year. You can't. You're going to be 4 hours a day. You can't sit here and say, you can't sit here and not say this guy needs to be fired. He's fucking horrific. You can't get up here and say, you know what, man? Shout out to my brother, man. I appreciate him getting this opportunity, man. But you are shitty. You make your brothers look horrific, Aaron Glenn. See, that's the thing. See, you go from the realest show to the fakest show when you say you can't say it, but you know it. See, in your mind, you know it because you just told on yourself. You know he's shitty, but you won't come out and say it because he's a brother.
Saying he making the black people look shitty. Like, that's not his job to just represent. He's trying to just win games. He ain't out here trying to fucking represent all black people right now.
No, you. I'm talking about you.
Listen, homie. I'm gonna say
you got to come out and say it.
Who calling me? We spent the last 8 minutes.
You got to say it. I'm
trying to get me
to
change my take, and I'm not going to do it. So
I got 8 more minutes. We got to get it done. We got to get it out. We got to get you to because see me, I'm quick to I'm quick to let motherfucker every fucking shitty white coach, especially Mike McDaniel, fire that motherfucker because he's white. Fire that motherfucker.
Yeah, but like, listen, JB, that comparison is kind of falls on deaf ears.
He black.
You don't need to fight for white coaches, huh? You don't need to fight for white coaches.
No, I fire all of them because I keep it real straight down the mic.
But you don't need to fight for them, so you can say that. And it's okay because like
you gotta fight for them.
Y'all are the coach. Like y'all been coaching. Like,
what do you mean? Belichick got fucking let go, and I said, man, this guy's 17 games away. Why are they blackballing this guy? Vrabel gets fired in Tennessee, and we're like, what the fuck? He didn't even coach last year. Vrabel didn't even coach last year, and now he's probably coach of the year.
Chad,
just think about
what
it.
I'm saying, Chad.
Think about it, homie.
What I'm telling him, Chad, is that the whites have been the coaches since the beginning of the time.
I mean, they win.
There's no worry or concern about not having enough white coaches in the NFL.
Win.
What I'm saying is black coaches is a thing that, even though it's a way better now, it's still something that's like we're still trying to work at. So I'm saying,
we win.
Point,
Google me. Google me. We win.
Out here and get them canned.
Google me. We win. Homie. What are you talking about? Anyway, Smitty, is John Harbaugh a Raven next year? Yes or no? Go.
Yes. Can we stop all this crazy talk about John Harbaugh getting fired? Hall of Fame coach, Super Bowl champion, AFC championship just a couple years ago.
I don't think he's fired.
First time it's the playoffs in years. Can we relax a little bit?
I don't think he's fired. I'm not saying I think he walks away though. I don't think he's getting fired. Out of respect, they're not firing him after 19 years. I think he's going to walk out, though, because I think he realizes that he can't win with Lamar Jackson. He understands that. If Lamar's fully healthy, and they're dominant and he's having an MVP type of year, they still can't win. If he's not healthy and he don't play, guess what? They're fucking just shitty. So he is in a no-win situation. Let's just keep it real. I think he moves on. I wouldn't be shocked if he is a Raider next year. I wouldn't be shocked if he takes a year off.
That's stupid.
But you've even agreed that Lamar's shitty this year.
He had a bad year this year.
Well, the worst year because he's declining. Like I said,
he had a bad season this year. Yes.
Yeah, he's bad. He's bad. So you can defend him all you want.
You say even Lamar dominates and the team is good, they still can't win. No, they couldn't beat the Chiefs when the Chiefs were the Chiefs. It's like
could beat the Bills. They couldn't beat the Chiefs. They couldn't beat the Bills. They couldn't beat can't beat nobody.
Like,
who can they beat? Who they win against? He had 3 wins. Like you keep bringing that up. He only had 3 wins in 7 years, homie. So anyway,
the mother was a game away from the biggest game that you want to get to, and he can't do it.
Can't do it.
I wonder what your conversation was like back in the days, was like with John Elway. When he kept losing and losing. Did you say you just couldn't do it? And then out of nowhere,
I said that about Bernie Kosar when he couldn't beat Elway.
Like, damn, homie.
That's what I said. I said Bernie Kosar was that when he couldn't beat John Elway. But I did give a shout out to Doug Williams when he was MVP, brother, in the Super Bowl. And did you hear Warren Sapp call Cam Newton a bitch?
What?
Yeah, bro. It's something about the fumble in the Super Bowl and all that shit. Because, Asante Samuel and Cam are going at it on social media right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Where did that stem from?
I'm trying to get Asante Samuel on the show. Asante Samuel and Cam Newton are going at it. So then Shay and Chad and Sapp, everybody chimes in on that conversation and what's going on with those two beefing. And they asked Warren Sapp on his podcast what he thought, and he was like, was he a game changer, blah, blah, blah. And Warren was like, hell no. He's like, hell no. And then he went into like, you said you were going to be the first brother coach or quarterback to represent. He's like, do you know who Doug Williams is? He was MVP, won the Super Bowl. You fumbled and wouldn't get your nose in there. Stick your nose in there. You were like a bitch. I was like, damn. Yeah. Hey, Warren Sapp was going at him. He called OBJ garbage. He said if you take the gloves off, he don't make the catch, and all he's known for is one catch, and he's like, he's shitty. I agree with him on that, actually. And then the gay photo op on the yacht.
Well, you don't know football if you say that. OBJ, before he got fucking hurt, was phenomenal.
Not really.
Man, yes, he was. Listen, I'm not going to argue with shit that don't make sense. Go look at his numbers. And leave it at that. Go look at his numbers.
But let's dive into the Browns fired Kevin Stefanski a little while ago, Smitty. Two-time coach of the year, which even Rex Ryan called out and said that's a Fugazi award. We all know that, just like the MVP, in my opinion, is. I wish they waited, Smitty. I don't know what your thought is. I wish they actually waited till the playoffs were decided to make an MVP, because I think that matters. But it is what it is. That'll never be happening. It's a coach of the year, player of the year, offensive player of the year.
No, I think it should be regular season MVP. Because if you throw playoff into it, if you make every award about the playoffs, then like it's like damn near the season don't matter then. Damn near, because like you might have a cat.
That's a continuation.
No, but you might have a cat who comes to the playoffs and just like have an amazing playoff run.
Let me ask you.
Joe Flacco, for example, like years ago. So with your rule, Joe Flacco would have had to win MVP. Like there's no way you could have watched what we watched in the playoffs and be like, nah, he don't do it. But he looked at the regular season, it's like he was average. So it's like, well, I don't get it. So go ahead.
Let me ask you this. When you're shitty on a shitty team that don't make the playoffs, have you ever seen a guy win an MVP?
We're shitty on a shitty team that don't make the playoffs. No.
I answered your question, didn't I?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, so you didn't macro. You can't macro it. You're not going to get the MVP anyway if you're shitty, right? So we agree to that. You're not going to even get into the playoffs, right? So we agree to that. So make it a playoff award. That means you got to the playoffs and you fucking willed your team to win it. That's the MVP. Joe Burrow could have 5,000 yards, Smitty, and he ain't going to get the MVP because the Bengals aren't in the playoffs.
No, if anything, do it like the NBA or whatever, where you have like your
don't do anything like that.
You got your Western Conference Final MVP, your Magic Johnson Award. You got your Eastern Conference Final MVP, the Larry Bird Award. Then you got your Finals MVP. If you want to do it that way, but like if you do it your way, it's like you're down there saying fuck the regular season, really. I'm not. To me, those 17 games matter. Like you can't play 17 games and just say fuck it. It don't matter. Like nah.
You know who a lot of people don't think it matters to?
Who?
The Eagles, because they didn't play nobody yesterday and lost, and they lost I think it was a horrible decision. And to your point, if you're gonna play the 17 games, then fucking play the 17 games. That's why I don't agree with what you're saying. I think you got to get to the playoffs and be the MVP through that, because what the Eagles did yesterday was a disservice to their ranking and the possibility of hosting a playoff game. If the Seahawks were to lose, the Eagles host throughout. But you lost. And I just want you to hear a video real quick from a former Eagle who is pretty pissed off. And take a look at this.
Only play 17 weeks out of 52 weeks in a year is more important than going to get the 2 seed. Then to make matters even worse, you got the Detroit Lions that give you exactly what you want. See, for all this is the right move. They need to know. You could have had the number 2 seed and get a beat-up Green Bay to come in here, who you've beat the last 3 times in a row, and have all of your playoff games right here at home, unless you have to go to Seattle for the NFC Championship. And if they get knocked off, guess what? You get it at home. The stupidity that you see being exhibited from a 2-time Super Bowl head coach and his staff, it just befuddles me.
Factor Cap, Smitty. That's Seth Joyner, by the way, to you. Nobody's in the chat that said, who's this clown? Well, I would think you're the clown. If you don't know who fucking Seth Joyner is, you fucking nobodies. So anyway, Smitty, what is your take on what he said? Because what he said, I believe, is fact. And this is what I would have did. If I'm the head coach, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not the head coach. I'm not in the NFL. I get it. I'm not your JUCO guy. I get it. Smitty, I play my guys the first half, and I scoreboard watch.
Yeah.
And when I see the Lions up 16-0 in the game versus the Bears,
yeah,
all gas, no brakes. Dog, we're the number 2 seed. Don't fuck this up. Against a team that's fucking most injured team in the NFL, the Washington Commanders, our boys' team, your boys' team. What? You lose the last game of the year when this decision is made and it comes down to a number 2 or a 3 seed. I thought it was a huge, huge L for Sirianni, and that was a lackluster performance for a team going into the playoffs as if they had a bye.
Right.
See, if they had a bye, I get it. If they're the 1 seed locked, I get it. That's not what they had, homie. They were homie, the AFC, not 1 seed was determined before yesterday. Not one. There wasn't 1 seed determined. The Broncos had to win to get the 1. If they lost, the Patriots would have got the 1 if they won. If they both lost, guess what? Jacksonville would have got the 1. And then we never knew who won until the last night, until the Steelers and the Ravens. We didn't know what seeds were what and who played who. That is the last day. You're talking the last minute on the 23rd hour to find out a playoff seeding for the first time in a long time. That's just the AFC. The NFC came down to the Niners losing to the Seahawks. The Rams losing to the Cardinals would have swapped that. They would have went to the Philly instead of Carolina. Carolina needs the Saints to lose to get in, and they just lost to the Bucs the night before, who they beat 2 weeks ago. The shit was unbelievable. Just the numbers game. So at the end of the day, you got to play that game, Smitty, in my opinion. You got to play that game. For the Chargers, I get it. They had no shot at changing their seed, basically. They were on the road regardless. It didn't matter who they played. Harbaugh said, fuck it. I'm going to get Herbert healthy. I'm going to try to play whoever we got to go to. Fuck it. It's New England. It's Jacksonville. It's Houston. It is what it is. We're on the road. They didn't have a dog in the fight. They played hard, but they still lost to a team like the Broncos with that defense, who stymied them at home in Mile High. So the other teams, though, Smitty, listen, I would have played them, dog.
I'm with you. I would have did the way you did it, kind of scoreboard watch. But I think what Nick Sirianni and the team is saying is that they care more about health than ranking. They care more about health than home field advantage. They know in the playoffs you got to win on the road anyway, more than likely to win it all. And they are the reigning Super Bowl champions. So they got a little bit of clout to stand on right now. And he knows his locker room. He knows his team. He knows what he has in that locker room. And we on the outside might think it's crazy, but he on the inside, he knows what's going on. He knows what's going on with Jalen Hurts and little nicks and crannies here and there that he needs to like a repair. And he probably thought that was more important for him, his team, and for his stars to get that rest than it was to have the home field advantage. He's probably confident that based upon who they're playing and the way his team is built, that they can win on the road with no problem. So, listen, Seth Joyner, and shout out to Seth. I haven't seen him in a while. I understand what he's saying, but if the Eagles go off on a run, then it won't matter. You know what I'm saying? So it just kind of it's a harder road, I guess. You would think, playing in Philly than playing on the road, but it's Super Bowl champions, man. Like we've seen the Kansas City Chiefs doing it in past years too, where we thought, oh shit, they're playing Baltimore in Baltimore. Will this be the year that they lose? Nope, made it right back to the Super Bowl again. So health is the biggest factor here, and he knows his locker room. So we'll see.
Yeah, Smitty, here's my take. We're going to take a commercial break. We got Steve Kim on the other side of this commercial. We will be at Legends this Saturday, the 10th, for the Rams game, live in person. We got a lot to break down with Steve. Shout out to Paris for making this graphic and that video last night we did. Smitty, we got a lot of Ole Miss discussion, college football playoff mockery that it is, that Ole Miss is still fighting for coaches to coach in a semifinal round to go to the national title. Lane Kiffin wants his coaches back. That's going to be a hell of a discussion and debate that we're about to have. It's an in-depth. We've talked to Siski and AJ about this. It's crazy what's going on there. And now Charlie Weiss Jr., who's a good friend of mine, who we talk quite often, contrary to belief, share offensive thoughts and stuff. Known him a long time since his FAU days. Smitty, I'm hearing he's maybe not coaching any college, period. What? He might be coaching Jackson Dart. Hey, well, fuck it. I'll go home tonight. I'll drink my yak and smoke my stick, and I'll get it back cracking. What up, man? The real Coach JB here. Listen, this Saturday coming January 10th, Wild Card Weekend, we will be live on the Coach JB Show with Big Smitty in person at Legends, the legendary sports bar and grill in Long Beach, California. Legends. We will be live in person for the live audience for the Wild Card Weekend games starting at noon, and we'll be there pregame, halftime, postgame, pictures, autographs, you name it, we got it. We'll be there chilling, doing the live show, and then the show will be streamed live only exclusively on Patreon. Subscribe right here today. Catch us right there live this coming up Saturday, January 10th for Wild Card Weekend at the legendary Legends, Long Beach. Don't miss us. We'll see you this week on the Coach AB Show with Big Smitty all week long as normal, but this Saturday exclusively will be streamed on Patreon, and you can catch us live in Long Beach. Peace! Hey, well, fuck it. I'll go home tonight. I'll drink my yak and smoke my stick, and I'll get it back cracking.
Lions fan who had a punch thrown at him by Steelers DK Metcalf held a bizarre press conference. He's basically saying he's evaluating all options, and he's talking crazy. Matter of fact, it's a video. Y'all hear from him. Check it out.
Really hard to get me upset, but there's two things: animal abuse, racism. Like, I get hot right away. Like, I can feel it in my face. It gets all warm. So I guess I want to be crystal clear about one thing. I didn't use any racial slurs, no hate speech. I mean, none of that stuff at the game. Actually, never. 15 years season ticket holder for the Lions. I've never done that at all. So, to Kalen, if you're watching this, man, just, if you could just say that, please. Like, my family's getting threats and stuff, and it's not cool. So, whether you said that or not, I'm sure you didn't want that to happen to the family. Even if you did, like, I forgive you, man.
This assault occurred about 2 minutes.
Let's get the brass tacks on this fuck. I want to see DeKalen slap the shit out of this guy again. Now I'm on DeKalen's side.
Why you keep saying his full name? That's what
I don't know. The shit is petty. By the way, you have a half suit on with a fucking blazer with a hat backwards and hold a press conference. You deserve to get fucking slapped.
Yeah.
You deserve to get slapped immediately.
Yeah,
on live television. But guess who I would sue though if I'm this guy?
Allegedly.
Guess who I would sue? Not DK.
Who?
Chad Ochocinco.
Why?
Yeah, because he claimed fake racism. He lied. He lied on his show and said this guy said he a slur. No, he didn't. We've all seen the videos. There's seen multiple views of it. He's also Ochocinco apparently has come out with Shannon Sharp and made a fucking statement that they were wrong. No. See, we need to start holding shit accountable. How are you wrong with that? Like, there's no way to be wrong, Smitty, unless you have a video in your hand and seen the guy and said, boom. There's no way you're wrong with that. See, we keep making these assumptions. That's what's dividing us more and more, homie. Stop fucking saying dumb shit unless you got the evidence. There's no way, Smitty, you and I came out here on this motherfucker and said, man, I got this fucking, I got something, so I know it happened. I got the video. Then, okay, Smitty and I, we looked at it. We said, you know what? We're going to go with it because we got it.
Right.
There's nothing out there to have. This motherfucker literally came out there and lied.
Yeah. Now I'm with you.
I'll do that motherfucker. Fuck him.
There's no answer for that. I mean, the only thing I can think of, unless DK lied to Chad and said that was the case. You know what I'm saying? The one thing that's making me a little just curious.
Even then, though, Smitty, I've told you certain things, and you won't even let me do it respectfully. I like that you don't do that. And tell Bailey, nah, Bailey, make sure that that's real, or make sure we have it on evidence. Just because I told you that my homie told me, you're still like, unless you got it, unless you got the video, homie, don't say it.
Yeah.
That
you gotta be careful with stuff like that. Like,
we act like DK and Chad grew up together. That's 20 years apart. Yeah. They're not homies like that. They just fucking know each other through the fucking relationships of the players in this league. Yeah. And the fucking, you know, the tightly knitted fraternity that the NFL is.
Yeah, second hour, we here. Hit that like button, subscribe, become a member today. Become a member on Patreon too, because again, for the folks who's not in California, not in LA, the Legends event will be streaming on Patreon, exclusive. So if you're not on Patreon, you ain't gonna be able to see the bitches, the custom-made t-shirts, the wings we eat, the salad, all the special guests. JB gonna be loaded. We going shot for shot. It's gonna be a lot going on at Legends, y'all. So make sure y'all tune in.
You told me. I'm gonna get some bitches because it's not right for me to represent my brand and just do I don't. You know me by now, Smitty. If I'm gonna say I'm doing all in.
Yeah, you are that guy.
And so I got some bad bitches that we're gonna pull up. They're gonna wear our shit, Coach JB shit. By the way, shout out to Will McGinnis, who I've known a long time, who I used to host his Pop Warner football for the Browns and the Patriots, his teams he owns.
Mike Bundy.
In the Snoop League. I hosted those at Long Beach Cabrillo when I was the head coach for Willie for a long time. Willie and my boy Spree, I obviously grew up together, and his brother on the west side of Long Beach many moons ago. And that's a whole nother story because the west side of Long Beach is where all the talent was. From Mercedes Lewis to Mark Carrier to Willie Mack, you name it, all the NFL talent was on the west side. But Long Beach Cabrillo High School didn't exist, Smitty, and only Poly existed. And that's how Poly became what they are. If Cabrillo was there, Cabrillo would have been the Poly, and nobody would have even heard of Poly. That's a fact. Yeah. Now, Smitty, Willie's putting all the female hostesses in our merch. Ooh. The female hostesses.
Oh, okay.
Putting them in Coach JB merch for the show live. Yeah. And even the men will rock a t-shirt of ours when they are serving. So shout out to Willie and Legends for doing that for us. And if it all goes well, Smitty, we'll be doing it on the 17th as well. Yeah. Which will be round 2. You know what I think's fire? And he mentioned it to me last night, and I'm not gonna throw it out there yet because we don't know, but the Monday night wildcard game there.
The Monday night wildcard game?
Yeah.
The 10th, 11th, the 12th.
Yeah, Monday night, the game. You know, there's a Monday night wildcard game now.
I ain't even thinking about that. I was like, sheesh. But let's see how Saturday go first, homie. If we Saturday popping, we like it, shit going cool. We might have to make it happen. My birthday the 19th.
Yeah, but we could do something on Monday, though, a little different. So Yeah.
I go more than that.
Yeah.
30, probably 30.
100.
Yeah, that means exclusive.
1,000.
Yeah, why not?
VIP.
I need it too. Shit.
I know me too. I just spent 20 grand on mortgage.
Right.
Bought a Range Rover.
I don't know what. Right.
Huh?
I'm trying to get a house and shit. Small ass apartment.
So Ruben's upset at me.
Ruben?
The homie.
Ruben ain't never man. What happened?
Well, because what happened is I put a lot of miles on my expensive BMW M8 X-Drive competition sport. You can't get them. They're hard to find. There's only like 1,000 made. But anyway, I put a lot of miles on that.
Yep.
And so I said, I'm wasting the car, man. I'm putting a lot of miles on this thing. Let me go get a hoopty.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me go get a hoopty.
Little everyday car, drive around. Yep.
Yeah, everyday car and shit. So I took Ruben with me because I needed a ride back. I had to go get I had to get a car, guy to bring the car back.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, bottom line is, man, like I wanted to make sure it was legit. And I was like, I don't want to floss. But I'm not gonna do like crazy shit or nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to just show. Trying to see if I could crop this. I don't know if I can.
It's funny as you're doing that. It's like all your issues in your life at this age, at 50 years old.
Yeah.
It's all like stuff like, damn, I gotta, fix my yacht. I gotta get a new slip, or damn, which car should I get? Should I get a new Range Rover? Or, man, do I want to go to Arizona for this game? Do I want to go to Florida for this game? Damn, man, should I hire some bitches to come be there?
I know, it's all me problems or first world problems.
It's like shit like that. It's like it's crazy, and I'm over here trying to pay rent. So it's weird how our problems are we both got problems, but they're different, way different.
You're trying to do what?
Like just make it every month. I'm check to check. I got let go unfortunately a few months ago, and I'm just check to check right now. And you buying cars?
I'm not buying a car.
Huh?
I'm not buying cars like that. I just bought a hoopty.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all.
Well, I can't wait to see what this hoopty is. Knowing you though, knowing you, I don't know if my definition of a hoopty is the same definition that you have for a hoopty, because I grew up in real hoopties.
Yeah, me too.
So I don't know.
That's why maybe our definition is the same. I grew up in hoopty, Dodge Ram, a shitty hoop. We called it the hoopty. That's what we called it, and we used to a brown 2-door truck, shitty
car leaning, making noise and shit. I'm talking about the car that turned everywhere.
Door open, don't open all the way. Door don't open all the way.
Yeah, real. Come on, real. The window, the window got broke because somebody tried to break in. So now I couldn't afford the glass. So I got the plexiglass. The plexi. You know what I'm talking about.
We grew up at 5th Avenue. My boy Dave Boston. Shout out to Dave. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday to my boy Dave Boston. Dave. Yeah, my daughter's birthday was yesterday. I think. Yeah,
it's Capricorn season, homie.
Huh?
It's Capricorn season. It's the best season.
Yeah.
What's this?
That's what I bought yesterday.
Huh?
That's my car I bought yesterday.
No, hold on. No, fuck that. Go back. What? No, what is that? What is this car?
A Range Rover.
You said you got a hoopty, homie.
Well, that's what I got. It's an everyday car. I needed an everyday car.
That's my dream car. Right hand of God. That's my dream car. This is your hoopty? Man, nah, homie. Something ain't right. Hey, after this show, me, Bailey Paris, fuck that. We having a team meeting.
Hold on.
We going over all the numbers.
Why you checking my
YouTube numbers, the Patreon
now you
numbers.
Checking my pockets?
Cameo numbers. We going
now
over
you checking my pockets? Now you checking my pockets?
Winnable numbers, homie. You been taking winnable money?
I haven't even talked to them. I don't even know how to log in.
Money?
I gotta log in. But
I'm still getting emails talking about winnable.
Listen, it's a 19, homie.
Oh. Look at an all-white Range Rover, Bailey.
I had to match the car.
I'm driving a Ford right now. You got an all white Range Rover with black tint. I'm getting pissed. I can't even look at the screen no more.
Hey, by the way, Car Lux is a hood spot in Inglewood by Smitty.
I don't live in Inglewood. I know what you mean.
By the way, that's not the truck I got. So we're just fucking with you. But I did get a Range Rover. But anyway, let's move on amicably. I'm being real with you, Smitty. Bro, I'm being honest with you.
Zero quick.
I'm being honest with you. They're cheap as fuck. They're shitty. Like, they're horrible maintenance. So it came down to getting the X5 Beamer SUV or a Range. And luckily, I've never had an issue with car because I got mechanic family and friends. So I'm always going to be all right. And I get the extended warranty now that I don't got to pay you and I can pocket money. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to extend the warranty. So you could get Range Rovers now, like legit with like 60,000 miles, like a 19 for like 22 grand. So they're not expensive. But the problem is if the maintenance goes crazy, you're going to be upside down that motherfucker real quick.
It's going to be right.
So, but you know what? I was like, you know what? I can't go down to the boat in a real hoopty. So I'll make the Range Rover my hoopty.
Because your boat's in a real nice area now, too. So I respect that. I guess. I don't know how many. Our lifestyle is just different. It is what it is, I guess. You know. So. You laughing? I don't know what that laugh is.
Huh?
But
I'm saying now you could roll the Range and pull my jet ski, and we could all match. Because I got the white truck, pull the white boat. You could pull the white Range with the white jet ski. We could all match, and then I'll let you drive the black Beamer.
Whatever I'm driving is gonna be mine, though.
Well, you all right.
Just keep it at your house. It's both of ours. We just keep it shut.
By the way, I didn't get no shitty ass Range Rover. Shout out to the brothers who got fired in the chat. Raheem Morris, E-Dub's pissed. That's his boy. Aaron Glenn needs to be fired just on strength that Raheem was fired.
Damn.
Just on the strength that Mayo was fired after 1 year.
So keep it going. Keep it going then.
Where is Flores going to end up? I'm hearing rumors that Tom Brady and Flores are really tight. They're boys, and guess what? They were in New England together. There's a Raiders, Flores, another brother.
That's a coordinator.
You know what I do like? You know who I like as a hire?
Who?
For the New York Giants?
Who?
Antonio Pierce.
I hear that he's getting interviewed.
He is getting interviewed. Listen, here's the difference. He got his feet wet.
Yeah.
He definitely had the locker room's attention.
100%.
And he'll be there Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, AP, my boy Compton legend. Here's the thing, Smitty, Paramount, but grew up Compton. Here's an issue. I think he got his feet wet, but I think the New York Jets hire of Aaron Glenn is scaring them off from hiring AP. That's my initial thought.
Player, got you. Yeah.
And I think, I'd give him a shot because now he knows kind of the deal. He got his feet wet a year and a half.
Yeah.
Interim, and then got the job. And then listen, I think you give Aaron Glenn a shot, you better give a Super Bowl champ Antonio Pierce a shot. So that's my opinion. And then you hire who we're going to discuss with our next guest, our main man. The 3 Knockdown Rule co-host, Mario Lopez. The fearless co-host, Jason Whitlock. The encyclopedia, knowing of all things. The Miami Hurricane. Every playoff game attender. No matter where it is. Could be in Dubai, Saudi.
Yeah,
Steve Kim will be at the Miami Hurricanes playoff game against Ole Miss.
Yeah.
In Arizona.
I need tickets, dude.
Go to Pat Perez's house. Our main man, Steve Kim, joins the show.
Good Monday to you.
What's going on, Steve? Steve,
I forgot. It's a Monday. Yeah.
Steve's in high spirits, man. He's feeling good. He's happy. Skin glowing. He got his hair cut. He's just happy right now.
Well, I'm actually getting one tomorrow. I'm getting a Fiesta Bowl cut tomorrow.
You're doing all this traveling like every single week, so now you got to keep everything nice and tight.
So I want to get a disclaimer. I got this disclaimer, Smitty, for you to know. So I was going to drive Steve to the game.
You were?
I was going to drive Steve to the game. He was going to come to my house right after our show Wednesday.
Yep.
Boom, smash Arizona. But he got to go Wednesday because his boys are there, all that stuff. I can't go unless I get an AE to come and then watch the house. I got dogs, I got all this shit, rain. So, and then I had to set it all up. Then we got the live show Saturday. I had to turn around, come right back. So I said I can't do it. So Steve's going to go now and with his boy, and they're going to go to Miami. I would have loved to go. So all the shout out to all the Miami Hurricane fans that wanted to see Steve and JB together.
You're not a man of your word, JB. Not a man of your word.
Yeah. I'm a shitbird. At the end of the day,
in a fuck stick.
At the end of the day, Steve, I got to ask you real quick. Rumors are that Charlie Weiss Jr. will be the New York Giants OC. I'm hearing strong things about that. But let's dive right into this whole topic. What are you thinking right now with the college football playoff calendar as it is when the coaches don't even know if they're coaching in the semifinals? And Lane Kiffin wants his coaches back. This is going to be a great debate because I'm torn. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm partially torn here on this situation, and I don't know if it's anyone's fault other than the NCAA and the calendar makers.
Let's go back. Anyone that said or thought, well, look, let Lane Kiffin coach his team, and then he can go to his new job. Folks, I was told this by a biology teacher at Montebello High School, the Harvard of East LA, Mr. Kenneth Leith, one of the finest teachers I've ever come across. And he said in life, ladies and gentlemen, he said right in front of the guy, you cannot be half pregnant. Either you are or you are not. Facts. And for all those pundits that said, oh, let Lane, let him finish. Bro, no. You may want to rethink this whole thing. This right here is going to be an object lesson to everybody that goes through what Ole Miss had to. If you lose your coach, you got to have a strict line like, okay, coach, you're out, bye. And then you tell every one of these assistants, guys, who is here for the rest of the playoffs? Now, if you want to join that other university, I guess, but either you're in the whole playoffs or you just leave now. This whole gray area, I'm sorry, you're making adult decisions that has adult ramifications. I kind of feel bad for the Ole Miss players because they didn't sign up for this. They're doing their job. They're making a historic run. And all of these coaches are kind of, gentlemen, you're the adults here. You made an adult decision. You have adult responsibilities. I understand that. But in life, you cannot be half pregnant.
So let me ask you, Steve, where are you at with – because so what are you saying, that the coaches should stay or go?
It's what I would do in retrospect, looking at the way it played out. Because anyone that thinks that this would have been okay to have Lane be at two jobs at once, again, rethink that. If I was Ole Miss, I would tell every assistant, look, I get it. You may be Lane Kiffin loyalists and you want to join him. That's fine. But we want to make it very clear. This back and forth thing, you can't do it. Now, you're free to leave whenever our last game is. I get that. And hopefully that's Thursday night. But anyway, if you just feel like, no, I need to go with Lane Kiffin right now because he needs me to recruit, hit the portal, all that, we get it. But again, Ole Miss as a university and a program, don't you think they have the right to actually know who's coaching their kids every single day up until whenever their season ends?
This is where I'm at, man. I'm that's what I'm saying, Steve. Smitty, I don't listen. This thing's so messed up I can't even put it into words. Because if I'm Lane Kiffin, I'm also fuck that. I'm paying you motherfuckers now. I'm paying you at LSU, by the way, not Ole Miss. Ole Miss is not paying them anymore. They're off the books. They got their June payments forwarded because they had left and took other jobs. So that was a buyout situation between LSU and Ole Miss and Lane and their contract and all that. Lane got $500,000 from LSU for winning at Ole Miss, by the way, because that was in his contract, which was a smart play by CAA and Big King and CAA. So all I got to say is those coaches that are going back and forth are doing a disservice to both parties.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, divorces are generally very uncomfortable and inconvenient. Okay? This should be no different. But I think the next program that goes through this has to look at this Ole Miss situation and go, we have to go through every scenario. I'm getting the sense that Lane Kiffin, even in his own mind, thought, okay, we'll do this because they're not beating Georgia. And then when it happened, it's like, oh, what happened here? What happened here? So I think it's unfortunate, but in life, certain things are black or white. You're either with Ole Miss or you're with LSU, which is fine. Make your decision, choose your side, and stay on it.
So what will, like, just hypothetically, let's say these assistant coaches do decide to leave and go to LSU. So will Ole Miss just won't have coaches, basically? They'll just have their head guy and that's it?
Well, there's a lot of analysts now. Most major programs have a full building full of coaches, analysts. Okay. It's not ideal. Now, if I'm Charlie Weiss, if I know I'm taking the Giants job, I just make, I'm an Ole Miss guy till the very end. We're not screwing around. And I would let the current head coach be Golding like, Pete, look, I got to take this opportunity, but I just want you to know I'm going to be with you towards the end. And you got to be an adult and tell the Giants, hey, I owe these kids something. I owe this university something. I owe Pete Golding something. So if you want me as your coordinator, look, come January 19th or before then, I got to be an Ole Miss guy. How bad do you want me?
Listen, I don't think people in the chat understand this. Number one, first of all, I never said Ole Miss wasn't a playoff team. I said they guaranteed are based on their ranking. I said that you have the opportunity to keep them out based on losing their coach, just like Florida State lost their quarterback and kept them out. That's all I said. I didn't say they weren't a fucking team, you idiots. Number one. Number two, here's the issue I have. People in the chat think, well, didn't the new coach hire a new staff? That's for next season. They don't know this team and offense, you fucking retard. They're not going to go out there and fucking call this offense that this quarterback Chamblee knows. Like, what are you talking about? This is last year's staff and team. See, that's the problem. The calendar is so fucked up that the chat has they have not even cognitively realized that we're in a new year because it's 2026, but they don't realize it's the same season because we're in a new season academically, football-wise, and fiscally. Like, it's so fucking stupid, Steve. Like, what are we doing?
I mean, Coach, going back to the game I went to, Ohio State, look, Ryan Day's a very bright offensive coach, but suddenly he said, hey, I'm taking over play calling. Really? And I think it kind of, is that a subtle difference? And I'm like,
by the way, that's my point. Do you think Nick Saban doesn't knock himself in the ass every day when he fired Lane Kiffin and Sark had to come up from an analyst to be the OC and then they got waxed by Clemson? Sark did a great job. They scored 38 or whatever, 35, but Clemson beat them fucking 56-38 or whatever. The bottom line is they got blown out, but you changed in the middle of this whole thing. Like, it's never good, not this late in the season. I don't know. The Ole Miss fan base to be the pissed off ones. Yeah. And the actual players that are sticking around that's trying to make this run should be the next pissed off thing. Like, but I don't understand this thing.
To Ole Miss, they have no choice but to almost hope that the LSU staffers come back and coach. Because they can't draw a hard line right now and say, all right, wait, are you in or out? I think they've already agreed to this. Because to Smitty's point, you still want as many regular staff members that were coaching your guys all the way from spring ball to now.
Smitty, I want to go play a fucking NFL front four in Miami this week with a fucking GA calling it.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on, man. Like, we're this. There's no rules whatsoever. And the NCAA, if they're not cowering, hiding behind Condoleezza Rice and the fucking idiots out there that make these decisions,
been involved for a while.
Why are they not like? Why are they? How is the NCAA decision makers not seriously just coming out now and just saying, you know what, we fucked this up. We got to come out and fix it. Like, I haven't heard not one fucking person say, you know what, this is a mockery. Not only with the coaching hires, the player portal. By the way, somebody on this show said, hey, the one-time portal is going to be worse than three-time because you're going to get everybody at once. Well, how many is in their portal today? Do you know?
Coach.
5,700. 5,700.
Coach, shouldn't they just have the one-time portal in the spring period in March?
Yes, May. In May.
Yeah,
Why are you having it now? Why don't you do it in May when the spring semester ends for most schools, unless you're a quarter system school like UCLA? Why don't you end it in May? So now my spring I'm through with spring ball. I get to recruit for the summer in my fall team. My signings get there in late June, and now I have an actual team. What are we doing? So now there's 5,700 in the portal today, Smitty. 5,700 in fucking the portal, and what? 33% of those guys will land in a new school.
Crazy.
Come on, it's a joke.
So,
it's a joke.
When will we find out officially what the staff is doing? Because it's the week of the game now. So like,
it's been the week of the. It's been the week of the game. So their week started Friday.
Well, right.
So they had practice Saturday, and Charlie Weiss went. So the game ended, from what I heard. Charlie Weiss and that staff left to LSU.
Yeah,
they had recruiting meetings with Lane, and because they're trying to get a portal QB that they just lost, by the way, to Texas Tech, the one they wanted, Sorbsby. So they flew back. And they said, hey, we got practice Saturday. So Golding and Lane have been communicating this whole time, apparently, on the process. So apparently that's cordial enough to agree to say, okay, here's what you have. You have this guy's here, whatever. But if I'm Lane, the pressure is on, Smitty. By the way, the guy that replaced you just won 2 college football playoff games. You have 0.
Yeah.
And now you're chasing an LSU dream that you left a playoff team in that you built with your assistants, Golding being one of them, and now you're sitting there. You don't think the heat is on? The heat is on. You don't think the pressure is on this guy to say, fuck, man, I need my staff, or you better hire a new staff? And if Charlie Weiss Jr., who is Lane's guy, who I'm going to be honest with you, Charlie probably, if he's loyal, stays with Lane because Lane gave him a shot before anyone and everyone else did. So I believe that they stay together. Siski and them thinks maybe otherwise. We'll see. I don't know if I'm not looking for another OC, which I'm sure Lane is probably doing, because if he's done with the rat race and says, fuck it, I'll go coach Jackson Dart, who I recruited to Ole Miss, talking about Charlie Weiss Jr., and go coach him in the league, then Lane could be sitting here fucked, man. I'm going to be honest with you, because he's got and then his number one recruiter is Smith, who just went back to Ole Miss to coach the backs again.
Kevin Smith, yeah.
So Kevin's the best recruiter for him. So, listen, man, it's going to be very interesting, Smitty, going forward. I don't know how they're going to do this, but if Ole Miss continues, so then when's the Natty, Steve? The next week?
January 19th, Hard Rock Stadium.
In Miami, homie. My birthday.
Steve, I got fucking spring ball installed. Like, I got strength conditioning, Smitty, off-season conditioning, Smitty. You're already in the – Smitty, soon as they're reporting today to campus, to everywhere, right? Yeah. Let's be real. We're reporting today. Snow, rain, or fall, we are in the weight room probably today, or a team meeting today, and then we'll probably start next week. That's what I used to do. I would have them in today, get everybody situated. Next Monday, we're going at it 5 a.m. in the weights. No staff, half this, half like. There's no way. I couldn't operate as Lane Kiffin in LSU that way, and I know Ole Miss can't operate that way in the middle of a playoff run in a historic fashion. So listen. I think it's a mockery. It's a damn shame on the NCAA. That's my personal opinion. I think the NCAA has dropped the ball and need to just admit it at this point and just say, you know what, we're going to try to rectify and fix it. We fucked it up. That would be more. I would have more respect for that at this point than just not saying anything, hiding behind Twitter, because that's what the NCAA is doing. Because there's no leadership whatsoever. There's no direction whatsoever. There's no commissioner for the largest sport in athletics, and the biggest moneymaker has no commissioner. I don't know where this goes, Steve. I really don't.
Yeah, and Lane Kiffin could have stayed with this team in a program. That's all. Yeah. I mean, Lane put together a brilliant team.
He did.
That's in the national title hunt. They are a semifinalist.
In any event that they go and they win it all, it's going to be crazy.
It is. And I'm going to tell you right now, the momentum and the chip on their shoulder, they could very well win it all.
Man, that man Chambers, they out here playing like I'm watching a video game. They running around just making all types of crazy plays. They definitely got the momentum right now.
It's a tougher matchup than Georgia for Miami. When I'm watching that game, when I got back home, I said, you know what? Take away the logo on the helmet, the UGA. Yeah. And Kirby Smart, who I think did the best job of coaching he's ever done this season. I said, I think I'd rather play Georgia because Trinidad Chambly has a way of making up his own play on the fly.
Yeah.
And if I am Jason Taylor and Damian Lewis this week in meetings, I am telling both my ends, guys, I know you're great pass rushers. We have to hit our landmarks and stay on your landmarks. Okay, and then right up the middle in the A gap, young guys like Justin Scott, Armando Blunt, and David Blay. Guys, lane integrity is important. We've got to set that picket fence, and then probably have a spy, maybe Jacoby Thomas, Keontae Scott. But Trinidad Chamblay is an issue, and I said, you know what? And their tempo was something. When I watched the Ohio State game, I'm not so sure what Ryan Day, why did he not go more tempo?
Yeah.
And I'm saying thank you, but
he couldn't. He ain't called it in 2 years.
Guys, I want to address something.
Uh-oh.
Can we I heard all this stuff about how Indiana would lose 4 games in the SEC. Which one? I'm going to say one thing about Indiana that I've said for at least a month.
Who said that?
Nah, come back, JB. Come back.
Get AJ McCarron on here, too. Get everybody.
Get Trent Richardson. Thank you, Steve. Let's go, Steve. Thank you for doing this.
Who said that?
I said this about Indiana, and it does not just after this game. You actually look at the NFL profile, and I understand they got a lot of transfer portal guys. Guys are a little bit older.
Oh, that's different.
You look at their front 7. They have at least 4 or 5 guys from Aiden Fisher to Kamara to Tyree Tucker to Isaiah Jones to Hardy. They have 2 NFL cornerbacks in Jamari Sharp and D'Angelo Pons, Louis Moore, their safety that I like. They might have the number 1 pick at quarterback. They have 3 wide receivers, including Charlie Becker, Omar Cooper, and Elijah Surratt. I believe they will be in the NFL, at least have a shot. They have a very good center in Pat Coogan. So I asked somebody who actually works in the National Football League that Eric Weddle introduced me to. So this guy makes a living grading and scouting players. So after the game, the Miami victory, I said to this gentleman via text, I said, hey, would you say that Ohio State has the most premium NFL draft talent going into the next session? That means top 100 or let's say first 2-3 rounds. And this individual said yes. And the other group behind them is Miami, Georgia, Indiana, and Oregon. So this whole notion that Indiana is just this gritty, gutty, overachieving group of underdogs, not true. They're actually really good. And if they played Alabama 10 times, they would roll the Tide at least 9.
Thank you, Steve, for saying this.
I say all 10. Alabama, fuck me. Alabama's shitty.
Well, you flipped.
Oh, now he's flipping.
Wow.
So, Jimmy, you tell me that you think so hold on, you flipping it? You think IU was actually a team that can contend in the SEC now? What are you saying?
This year.
Well, that's all that counts. That's all we're talking about.
I'm talking about overall. Oh, that's different, Smitty. My take on that's different.
By the way,
always find a way, Steve, to flip his script and try to win an argument.
Him is an unbelievable coach. How fundamentally sound they are on both sides of the ball.
Like Friday. Oh, that's different though, homie.
The SEC against other teams in the bowl season so far, I think they're like 2-7. They're right.
That doesn't mean nothing.
SEC is not.
It's
not the SEC of old, homie. I'm sorry.
No. Time out. I will fight. No. I'm going to give you a macro. I'm not going to let you micro this.
When you play each other all season long and you're bang, now your body's beat up and you go play a team that ain't playing nobody all year. You're going to lose. That's a weak ass argument. If you're better than me, beat my ass then. Show me that you're the SEC.
Talk about it. First of all, number 1, Indiana's legit. No question about it. I'll take the L on the Alabama. My thing was play a SEC team every week, and that does matter. So don't say it doesn't matter. Number 1. Number 2, they played Oregon all year until they played Ohio State. Stop. Number 1. Number 2, don't sit here and tell me that the other 2-7 bowl games mean nothing. There's fucking nobody even played those games, Smitty. So I'm not going to we can't use that anymore, Steve. I don't know if you agree, Steve. I agree. Steve, we can't use the old Pac-10 is 8-0 in bowl season when nobody's playing anymore. Like nobody's playing. So I'm not going to. I'm not carrying that same weight, Smitty. And I think you agree, Smitty. Stop.
I don't completely disagree with you on that. The reality is the team that you see in mid to late December in the bowl games is not the team that you see for 12, 14 weeks. It's not. Okay, that's the reality. But I was told in the SEC, it just means more. I guess not anymore. But I don't want to hear anymore that the 7th place SEC team could win this conference. No, they can't.
Thank you.
No, they cannot. Not anymore. Not anymore. They can't.
Hey, like Cisco said, Coach of the Year. Shout out to Cisco for winning the CIF title in California. Is it battle tested or battle rested? I'm just telling you, that's a true statement because, listen, I told you I spoke to a major coach who said, listen, I'd rather play them once a year than 9 times a year. It's just common sense, Smitty.
No, weak ass excuse. Hold on, no, for real. No.
The coach that said that, you guarantee you know who he is and respect him. And number one, number two.
No, I know Cisco.
You're not gonna, no. I'm talking about the guy, the D1 Power National Championship coach who told me I'd rather play him once a year in a playoff scenario than 9 times a year in the conference. Don't tell me that don't carry weight. Don't tell me that don't hold water.
I'm not arguing that, but y'all making an excuse. So basically what you're going to say is every year when a Big Ten team kicks the SEC team's ass, your excuse every year is going to be, well, they're just banged up. They had a harder schedule. And then at some point, homie, we've grown men. And if my cats are better than your cats, go out there and show it. I was at the game. It wasn't close. It wasn't close.
And
so you can't tell me that's because of their schedule.
Alabama had the advantage of playing the week before. Indiana had a long layoff. And those long layoffs have a way of getting.
By the way, that's the only team that's won after a bye. And what I say, the only team that won after a bye, and I've been saying it, that bye week is the worst thing to happen for college football playoff. They need to get rid of this bye week. And I guarantee you, not one of those teams won a bye week. Not one of them won a bye week. They want to play. Oregon had 20 whatever days off. Luckily,
25-ish, I believe.
Before, but they at least played James Madison, and that was like a fucking scrimmage game.
You're right. They actually played the first round, but
that was like a scrimmage. But there was 25 days before that game. Imagine what Indiana just had, 34 days or something like that. Come on, man, we got to play. We got to play because what is happening at Ole Miss and LSU, Steve? We're going into January 19th, and we don't know who's on whose staff. Like, we got to play these games and get this shit over with. This shit should have been over already, Smitty. We should have a national champion right now as of January of 2026. Like, that's
I don't
period.
disagree with that, but Indiana, that's a good team.
They're great. They're a great team. They're loaded.
An elite team. By today,
they are. And you know what? Good teams do, Smitty. Good teams dominate shitty teams. Like, being honest, that's what they did to Alabama. They dominated. There was no question. Early in the game, I tweeted out because I was serious. I was like, man, look at the front. Look at Alabama. Like, they dominated, went right down and got into – and then after that, Indiana got their kind of senses and were like, nah, we belong. We're going to dominate and take over. And that's what Indiana did. So shout out to Smitty in Indiana. He's got them rolling.
He definitely does.
Hell of a coach. What a coach.
Deal with the portal. I want to see how Indiana deals with the portal being a mid-major.
No, they're doing well, Coach.
They got that wide receiver from Michigan State already.
Coach, they have already reloaded. It is clear that Texas Tech and Indiana, they have a philosophy. We may not get the 5-star coming out of 12th grade. We might get them out of grade 15 or 16.
And by the way, I want to address all the fucking DMs that I got, the death threats and everything from the Hoosier fan base, which is
guys, come on.
Oh, it's bad. It's comical.
You're better than that IU nation.
Hey, all you fucks, pull up Saturday. You fucking Indiana Hoosier fans all of a sudden. By the way, I signed with Indiana out of high school, you fucking nobodies. I actually signed there. Steve, I actually signed to Indiana out of high school on a Prop 48. We had the baddest white boy running back in the nation. Big Ten rookie.
Alex Smith.
Alex Smith, my boy. He tripped me on the visit. And now all of a sudden I got DMs. Oh, you're a bitch, fat fucking bitch. It's unbelievable, Smitty. Now all of a sudden, Indiana Hoosiers have the fucking largest fan base in America. Like, they just traveled nationwide.
Hold on. I'm going to be real with you, though, because I was at the game. I was at the Rose Bowl. 75% of the crowd was IU Hoosiers. Right hand to God. I was shocked.
Smitty, are you a Hoosier fan?
Not the SEC. Wow, that's interesting.
Smitty, are you a Hoosier fan now?
An IU Hoosier fan?
Yeah.
Where's an Indiana guy? Come on.
Nah, that don't matter. That don't mean nothing.
It was weird being there, Steve. So I'm asking you a question. I'm gonna say no, but it's good for the state, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still from Indiana, So it's good for the state.
I just want to be clear. I just want to be clear because I want to make
you
sure.
didn't offer me though, Steve.
I just want to make sure you're not fucking bandwagon fucking Indiana fan all of a sudden that they've had fucking finally making a run and they haven't done shit since fucking 93, and now all of a sudden there's a fucking fan base that's traveling like goddamn Steeler fans. Stop.
But I am happy for them though, like I said, because I do got some Warren Central Warriors cats who are on that team, some D linemen I know from outside. So like again, it's good for the state. Majority of the team is people from Indiana.
So when Notre Dame didn't play, when Notre Dame got kicked out of the playoffs, they didn't make it, and then they're not a good enough team, and then they didn't make it, and then they deny a bowl game. All the fans just jumped over to Indiana and said, and they put on a red fucking hat and shirt.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's what they did. That's what they did. Indiana's a fair weather state. Indiana's a fair weather state. Yeah, they are. Because you're a bunch of nobodies that don't nothing. There's nothing to do there, Smitty, but snort coke and do meth.
Stop. What you just said.
There's nothing to do there.
No, right. Good point. There's not a lot to do there. So we're actually huge sports fans.
Yeah.
We're huge sports fans.
Sports fans, agree.
For the most part, it's been basketball because IU basketball is usually good, and the Pacers historically have been good, and then obviously the Colts. But IU football has just never been good, really, for a long time. So now they got something to really push for.
All you Indiana Hoosier fans, I don't give death threats. You are true Americans. God bless you. And my message to Willie McGinnis after what Coach just said, please have extra security. I don't need to be collateral damage.
You'll be fine. Sit next to me. You'll be good.
I'll be sitting. When someone walks in with an angry look, I'm getting right behind you, Smitty. I'm just be like, hey, by the way,
Steve, we're going into my neck of the woods. Like, they need to worry, not us.
Okay, all right.
So let's be clear real quick.
JB's not as gangster as you think. One of his team, I ran to a couple of his teammates at the Rose Bowl, and they gave me some insight on how JB was really raised. So I'm gonna hold it to myself right now. But I got like real deal information, Steve. So if JB ever tries me, I got a whole like thing to just throw out.
Steve, Smitty hears from someone that's credible wise but he's heard from all the he's heard from all the real ones and he knows the real. But anyway, let's move on amicably. We have a guest joining us who's early. He's early and he wants to like bum rush the show for some reason.
Like Public Enemy?
This is Steve's hour.
Kind of Public Enemy, yeah. Because this guy apparently predicted that Indiana was going to boat race Alabama on this particular show with us on it, with us three on it. Yeah. He's like an agent now. In my opinion, he's trying to get the best bid for his clients, which is himself. Okay. And basically he goes with whatever team's winning. And then if a team does win, if he throws a shit ton of shit at the wall and something sticks, he gets that one thing that stuck and he rolls with it. And then he acts like he's the best capper in the nation and follow me on Underdog and all this shit. So our main man, Super Bowl champ, Shaun King, joins the show. Oh, I know JJ shitty and Baker shitty. Baker and JJ shitty. Both predictions he made were shitty. Yeah, I know. He's coming on right now. Big King coming on.
Oh, hey, I didn't want to be too hard on AJ. Alabama getting boat race, man.
Woo! Give me a score prediction.
They're a soft team.
You said boat race. Give a score prediction.
Ooh, 35-10. Sounds about right.
Hey, come on, you gotta have a little more respect than that.
Shaun just be saying shit now.
Good call, King. Good call, Big King.
Hey, Steve. Well, you know.
Yeah.
Alabama is a soft football team. A soft football team cannot beat a Kirk Cignetti coach team.
Google it.
Hold on. I got word.
Google it.
I got somebody here. Somebody's in the corner here. I will. I'm being asked about JJ McCarthy and Baker Mayfield. Has anyone seen those guys?
They both ended the season with wins, which we can't say. for a whole bunch of quarterbacks out there.
And then Sam Darnold. Somebody wanted to ask about Sam Darnold winning 14 games 2 years in a row. Anyone?
I know a guy.
First of all, I needed to address you, and you're bloviating about a guy that went out and put up 13 points. I mean, it's not like Sam Darnold went out there and blitzkrieg the Niners. Purdy had an off night. The Seahawks defense was
Purdy's garbage. I've been telling you. Come on.
But I'm saying,
listen.
You backing Sam Darnold like they went out there and put up 33.
I mean, Smitty, they're the 1 seed, 14 win. What do you want me to do? They're the fucking 1 seed. What do you want me to do?
Well, whoop-de-doo.
That's shitty. Like, what do you want me to do?
Well, before I get pulled into this cesspool of foolishness.
Yeah, go back, Shaun. Go back.
Let me start this segment correctly.
Well, that's your segment. You're not on for 20 minutes, but go ahead.
I would like to say Happy Founders Day to all my esteemed brothers in the bond of Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity. Happy J5 to all the noops out there. It's our Founders Day. Let's get that
Founders Day, June.
That's blood. You just threw it, huh?
So let me get that out there. And secondly,
what are you, fucking Hamas? We don't do fucking weird old fucking Father Days. We got Father Days in June, homie.
Founders Day. Founders.
Yeah. Hey, you didn't watch A Different World? Show some respect.
I thought you said Father's Day.
Nah, Founders.
I was like, come on now. The left don't like no kings, but now they like dictators. But go ahead.
In 26, I'm no longer arguing with incompetence, foolishness, and bullshit. So, JB, I'm probably going to be talking to Smitty most of the time when I'm on the show because you like to promote bullshit. So, just get that out the way. Shout out to Steve Kim. See, I'm a good friend. I sent him a public thank you, appreciation text about the performance that the Hurricanes put on.
Can I say something?
Hold on. One last thing.
Yeah.
When I was talking shit about Tulane, I stood on the plank and took every goddamn rock. I took every dart. I didn't fucking hide. Wait till I see that goddamn AJ McCarron. I've been tweeting at his ass since Alabama got boat race. Now all of a sudden he can't be found. Now he's not responding. He's not answering. So all y'all in the chat, that's what separates the elite from the very good.
AJW.
Yeah, I stood in the paint when Tulane got boat race.
Smitty, now it's MIA, Jay Karen.
Yeah.
Well, AJ's he'll be on. I'm sure he's gonna defend himself because they won a playoff game and they beat a Power 4, a big program.
Another SEC team.
They beat another SEC team, so I don't think carries weight. Respectfully,
what doesn't carry weight anymore is this SEC uniformly being better than everybody else. The SEC really is ass cheeks right now, outside of maybe one team every year. To be honest.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shaun. I tried to tell Trent Richardson that in over the weekend. We were in a group chat with him and AJ. I said, this is not Bama in 09. This is not who you think it is. It's not the same grown-ass men in that locker room, respectfully. These are little boys in that locker room now. SEC is different. NIL has changed everything. I know we don't like all the pieces that it brings, but one thing that it did do is it brought it more, opportunity for some of these other teams and other conferences to compete at the exact same level. Last year we saw Ohio State won. Year before that we saw Michigan won. This year the SEC ain't really making no huge impact right now. So I'm with you. SEC is not
Smitty,
right now.
Smitty, they say pressure bust pipes. Steve Kim, why are more people not talking about the fact that Kirby Smart blew it? How do you throw the ball on 3rd and goal?
Well, how about him going for it that one time?
I'm cool with being aggressive there. But on
he's been aggressive the whole year, though. Smitty, I've watched a lot of Georgia games, and like bringing on the punt team, then going for it. He did that against Texas.
Right. They practiced
Shaun, but I believe this, though. I think he in his own mind realized I don't have the 2021 and 22 team. So for the first time really in a while, he had to steal possessions. I mean, he's running fake punts, and I was like, wow.
No, Steve, I don't think you're focusing on the situation I'm talking about. I'm talking end of the game.
Yeah, no,
they have it 3rd and goal. Ole Miss has no timeouts. This is after Trinidad Chambliss has turned into prime Michael Vick multiple times during this game. You have a chance to run quarterback run right there. Maybe he scores, maybe he doesn't. But the clock now runs, and you run another 40 seconds off the clock, and now you kick the field goal, and Ole Miss got maybe 18 seconds left. instead of a whole minute and something because you throw the ball with a quarterback. I don't know how this Stockton is the out of all the goddamn money Georgia got, that's what y'all end up with at quarterback?
He's solid, tough cat, country.
We're talking Georgia, Smitty.
Well, Georgia won it with Stetson Bennett.
Stetson Bennett could play.
Bennett was the first-round draft choice there, King.
Stetson Bennett could play.
Can we talk about the elephant in the room? Can we talk about that Ohio State got a fucking asterisk by the national title last year, and they need to have it because they beat nobody in the playoffs. They shouldn't have got in the playoffs, and I told you this year they're garbage, and they didn't play nobody, and when they did play somebody twice in a row, they lost both games. Can we talk about how shitty they are and how overrated they are? And that they dropped the ball tremendously, and he should have just gave the reins right over back to Brian Hartline and said, "Hey, dog, call it. Fuck, you're here. Why is he there?" Let me just ask you guys this. I got to ask Shaun, why is Hartline on the sideline coaching if he ain't gonna call it?
That's an interesting dynamic, but Coach, I'm gonna say this again. If you look at the top 100 draft prospects, Ohio State has more than anybody.
So
they really do. Every position, they have multiple NFL guys.
But that's my point, right?
Hey, JB,
my point.
JB, you started the show very eloquently today, and you said if you take the E out of ego, it means go, right? This is all about Ryan Day's ego.
Go.
This is all about Ryan.
The E has been taken out. Ash ate the E out of it after Lane. Go ahead.
Listen, hey, JB, there's a part of Ryan Day that's still
he ate the book out of it.
Resentful because Chip Kelly came and called the offense last year.
I know. He played for Chip. He played for Chip. So
there's another part of Ryan Day that feels like Brian Hartline, you wouldn't be in this position if not for me. So I don't really need you here, no way. I'm gonna show everybody I'm that dude. And guess what? Just like Dan Campbell found out this year in Detroit, you ain't no great play caller. And that should be okay. I don't know why these guys won't just accept that. You could be a great head coach and not be a great play caller.
Here's the thing. Then Ron Day don't he have like a ton of experience being a play caller?
Yeah, but he is an offensive guy.
Yeah, that's the difference here.
But guys, when you got CJ Stroud at quarterback and he throwing Garrett Wilson and Jackson Smith-Njigba and Chris Olave, and you got Quinshon Judkins and Travion Henderson, and the whole O-line is going to the National Football League. Shit, Steve Kim could get out there and call plays in them situations.
But we're saying prior to him getting a head coaching job, we're saying like his.
But Shaun, I think the biggest issue was from last year. They lost Josh Simmons up front and another guy. The offensive line was not as good as last year. And truthfully, the Chip Kelly offense last year, all the way up until the Michigan game, was pretty average. It was not that great by Ohio State standards. They put on a great rush in the playoffs. But this is, look, it is true, though. With Ohio State, Texas held them to 14. Indiana held them to 10, and Miami held them to 14. That is – hey,
guys. Can we call what it is? Miami's defensive line is fucking amazing. And they won the game. All these play calling stuff, you can't block those cats on the edge. Ruben Bain's an animal. They can't be. Sometimes it just is what it is, Shaun.
Hold on, Steve. You got to go, Steve?
I got to go on to Whitlock. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Damn.
Right, see you tomorrow.
Hey, shout out to Jason Taylor, too, for his job recruiting and coaching these guys up. They hunting.
They animals, bro. I love watching them play.
Yeah. Hey, Shaun, I won a lot of money last night.
I did, too.
Because I put a future bet on the Pittsburgh Steelers to win the AFC North. I did bet $1,000 on that, and I won last night. So quiet as kept, I was kind of in the corner in the lounge, and I was just, it was so fucking cringe. I was biting my fucking teeth, scratching Smitty, because I'm like, this back and forth motherfucker, and then they let them score those two wide open ass fucking blown coverages to Zay Flowers. I'm sitting there like, Lamar ain't done shit all game, and you let him throw two blown coverage throws, which was great plays by Lamar. Fucking made a play, goddamn. But I'm just like, you motherfuckers gonna cost me this fucking bet, homie. And I'm shout out to the kicker. Shout out for cutting the real kicker and going with this scrub, man. Shout out to you, Harbaugh, and making me a little money, dog.
Hey, what's crazy is both kickers have been clutch.
I know.
Yeah.
Like Tyler Loop is younger than Boswell, but
rookie. Yeah,
both of these are really good kickers. I had a straight bet last night, Pittsburgh on the money line that cashed. I had a nice 4-leg parlay. Check this out, JB. I had Aaron Rodgers to throw for 200 or more yards. I had Derrick Henry to rush for 70 or more yards. I had Kenneth Gainwell to have 30 or more yards receiving and anytime touchdown. So I was nervous because, right before the half, they tried to pitch it to him. He got stopped, but then we got it late. So I was cabbage patching.
So you won like $40. I won a real bet. So I'm just saying, I won a real bet. We finally hit something. Listen, real quick, Shaun, there's so much going on, but where you at with this Steeler team? They get DK back, cool. They're going to play Monday night against the Texans, who I think has the best defense in football. Where are you at with the Steeler? Are they one and done? Because Smitty has a future prediction on the entire playoffs, and he posted it on his Twitter. So, he is out there with it. And he basically has the Steelers playing the Bills in the AFC fucking title game. And I was like, if the Pittsburgh Steelers get to the AFC title game, I will give you $1,000 live on this show.
So glad you said it on here. Now it's stamped. Now it's on.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take it out of your pay, but yeah, I'm going to give you $1,000 live. So my thing is, there's no way, Shaun, that the Steelers, listen, if there's any team I want to win, I want the Steelers to win in the AFC. But I just do not see them moving the football against this Texans defense, even with DK. And I don't know.
Back me, Shaun. Come on, Shaun. Back me, Shaun.
So I just think this is the worst possible matchup.
I know.
This Pittsburgh could have got. I mean, because
either way, before you go, do you agree? Steelers, Ravens, both were one and done. Whoever got in last night is a one and done.
Yeah. But
they are.
And I like
They're not
Pittsburgh.
playing fair.
Here's the problem with this matchup. Texans are probably the best 4-man pass rush team in football.
Denver. But go ahead.
No, I'm just talking about just the front four.
I know, Denver. They lead the league in sacks. What are you talking about? The front four leads the league in sacks. It's fact.
Yeah, I'm just talking about when we watch the games, though.
Yeah, and then the Rams are second, and then the Texans are third. But go ahead.
I'm not talking about your damn analytical PFF.
I'm just saying front four. My eyes work just like your eyes work. Front four.
Anyway, I think that's going to be a problem.
Is Matthew Stafford MVP? Is Matthew Stafford the MVP?
Yes, because I don't think there's an overwhelming case for anybody else.
No, just say he's the MVP. He fucking dominated the league. He had the hardest schedule in football. They won 12 football games. They beat the Texans defense. They played in what he did against the Seahawks twice, the Eagles, the Jacksonville Jags, the Indianapolis Colts when they were legit. They had the hardest schedule. Fact. Just keep it funky. Don't make up excuses for him.
Hey, what we're not going to do
because you wanted Baker. You wanted Baker, Smitty, and I want to make sure we bring this back. You said Baker was MVP. Stop.
Listen, what we're not going to do is have you ask questions.
Yeah.
State your opinion.
Nah, I had to make my point. I got to get back to Baker.
Get the opinion of the person
I had to get back to Baker. I wanted to make full circle.
You try and get tricky with your words. Like you try and set traps.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of innuendo to like your cadence at times when you try and do some bullshit, and I picked up on it. I'm on to you, Jason Brown.
Well, let's leave some of Steve's topics, Bailey and Smitty. I wanted to ask you real quick. Jeremiah Smith, after the Ohio State game, was shaking hands with every single Miami player, and then I want to get your take on this. Where you at with this particular situation? Being from there, obviously, with the poaching that's going on, though, if you're a coach, where are you at? If you're Ohio State coach, where are you at with this?
If you're a real one, you just got to let that happen. I mean, he's from there.
Yeah.
Like he played Little League, like junior high, high school, with and against 70% of the kids on that team. Like Ohio State, Brian Hartline did a hell of a job. They went into Miami and got the best player in the country to go to my Ohio State over Miami. But that don't take away the relationships and the history he got with all them guys. So now if you want him to end up at Miami, you go to Jeremiah and say, I had a problem with this.
Right. I'm with you on that too. Like, just let it happen. He chilling. He ain't trying to go nowhere. He happy where he at. But like, if you make it a big deal, don't be surprised he's trying to bounce. Because he got asked pregame like earlier in the week about his decision to go to Ohio State over to U, and basically he said like if the U was like good at the time, like, or if I saw this trajectory, I probably would have went to Miami. Like, it came out of his mouth. He said that. You know what I'm saying? Kind of just being real. So. But yeah, this is nothing. It's post game. If the shit was pregame, I might be a little feel some type of way. But hey, the season over. You lost.
And for context to those in the chat, 2 years ago, Miami's outlook was bleak. Basically, Cristobal was about to get fired. Then remember, they got transferred Cam Ward in last year, kind of uplifted the program. Then they got transferred Carson Beck in this year. So when Jeremiah was coming out of high school, they didn't have Cam Ward or Carson Beck, and they were looking like some billy goats on offense. So,
yeah, it's a non-story to me too. Like, if you're the guy and you recruited them, then you keep them. There's really non-story. You can do whatever you want. Mm-hmm. The issue I have is if coaches started to go over there, I would holler at them coaches just like I did in real life when I was coaching. Nah, you a grown man, motherfucker. Stay away from my fucking player. I'll deal with my player dealing with his boys. They're all boys. We all play together. Blah, blah, blah. That's cool. I'm not tripping on that. But I'm going to holler at Smitty if he comes over there and I see him over there. Nah, motherfucker. Get your bitch ass up out of here. So that's the issue I would have as the coach and the grown-up. I'm going to holler at the coach if you're going over there because I would never do it to no other team. I never went and hollered at a player talking about come over here. I think
let's educate the chat right quick, JB, as a subordinate. And I mean, if you were on Coach JB's staff and you're a coach, and you know that's your head coach's energy, then what you do, Smitty play for Miami, JB coach Ohio State. Ohio State, I'm under JB. What I do is I go shake Smitty's hand, hey, I'm going to holler at you later. And then I walk away. Because you got to respect the person in charge and the energy they got.
Hey, I've disowned coaches that I've coached and got them for jobs that tried to go do some shady shit. And I'm like, really, motherfucker, that's not the way we do. Because I've never done it in my life. I never had to dirty mac a motherfucking soul to get a player ever. And I just don't believe I think real recognize real. Kids recognize the real. They know if you don't need me. I don't need Smitty to dirty mac a coach or a player. The real comes out. The cream rises to the top at the end of the day. So,
and if Smitty really my homeboy, Smitty gonna be like, got you.
Yeah, and I've been on. I've left coaches and had to play against former coaches who hired me. Like in 2005, for instance, I was the OC at ELAC, JUCO. In 2006, I left my boy Ruben Ale, rest in peace, who passed away.
R.I.P.
And his brother's Arnold Ale, former UCLA NFL player, and. I left to go to San Bernardino Valley in 2006. We play ELAC game 1. And listen, I didn't take a soul with me. I didn't take one player with me. I recruited new players, and we beat my former employee. And he was hot at me after the game, and I was like, what? I didn't even fucking do it. Like, that's the problem. And so, like, I made it a point as a young coach even, like, nah, I'm not going to do that shit. And so he was hot, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we beat them, and I like, nah. I chose to leave and do something in a bigger play. It was all it was. But anyway, you good now, Shaun?
Yeah, he good. His sound went off a couple times, ghetto Wi-Fi. But let's get to this rundown real quick, man. Talk a little bit of NFL, man. The Browns, led by Shador Sanders, took out the Bengals and Joe Burrow, who has gone viral for repeatedly kind of fixing and touching his hair during the post-game press conference after losing to the Browns. Just take a look.
There you go. Go ahead, I got the door. Thank you. How you want it to end this season? Just your thoughts on the game.
Yeah, we just beat ourselves today. False starts, turnovers, mental errors. Certainly wasn't high-level football today.
Keith Smith, you got to stop talking. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Kevin Osers was cut at Garden City, and I took him. Stop bringing up dumb shit that you don't have a fucking clue about, Keith. You're a fat fucking nobody. Shut the fuck up. Unless I tell you to speak, don't ever speak again in this fucking chat. You fat fuck. You don't know nothing. So number one, number
topic,
two.
James. I did the whole setup, and you're gonna just go to some Keith Smith shit. Stay on topic.
Yeah. Anyway, he's gay. Burrow. I don't want to talk about Burrow no more. Burrow's fucking gay. I'm tired of dealing with him. He's
one of your favorite quarterbacks. You say he's one of the best ball players in the league.
Two things can be true, huh?
So you tell me that? Never mind. Go ahead.
So I can analyze people. I can analyze people. You know what this is?
Is he done?
This is a defense mechanism.
Of course it is.
It's like chewing your fingernails, right?
Yeah, it's a de-stressor because he doesn't want to say something that he's gonna regret because he's not saying how he's truly feeling.
Fucking nervous, yeah.
That's what he's trying. So he's trying to be like, calm down, Joe. Like, goddamn, get it together. And he got that good hair. I mean, he trying not to say nothing because I think those guys really like Zach Taylor.
They do. AJ knows it. AJ said it.
I think they really like Zach Taylor and Joe Bino. Like, man, what? But on the flip side of this, what a forever fuck you to the organization Stefanski pull 2 out of the last 3 weeks. Do you know what that did for the Cleveland's draft position, beating the Steelers and the Bengals?
By the way, Stefanski, in my opinion, will be highly sought after.
As an OC, I think.
No doubt. Like
he won't get a head coaching job this cycle. You have to go.
No. I'm talking about he will be the number one guy off the board for a coordinator job, in my opinion. Yeah, so absolutely. He's going to go somewhere, whether it's the Raiders and it depends on who they hire, or it's New York Giants. I can see him going right to the Giants if Charlie Weiss Jr. don't want to go. I can see that happening. And who knows what happens in Baltimore, and who knows what happens in Pittsburgh if they're one and done. I still think that Tomlin and Harbaugh are in the same boat there, 19 years in. So he will be a highly sought after guy.
Last night
I didn't see this.
Where do these motherfuckers find this shit?
There's only one coach you can turn Shador into an all-pro. This is hilarious.
Bullshit.
This is my number one.
Now, out of all the things that are possible in this world, your historical narrative on Shador has made it 100% impossible for you to ascertain the head coaching position for the Cleveland Browns.
Right.
Look at how Shador looking at him, though. Shador want to put hands on him. Look at him. He's like, this motherfucker, man.
I'll choke the shit out that motherfucker.
I don't think you would. Real quick before I forget, speaking of Zach Taylor, I should have told better. I don't think we got the video, but did y'all see him complaining?
We haven't pissed or nothing. But go ahead.
I know I got pissed shit there. Did y'all see Zach Taylor post game complaining about the Browns? Huh? You keep coming out.
We're supposed to take a commercial break. We're just going through shows. Like,
come out and give him some shout out. Y'all see the post game? Zach Taylor was complaining about the referee stopping the game after Myles Garrett historic sack, and he's like mad about it.
4,000 people in here, though. 4,000 people in here. Huh?
Never mind.
Yes, I did see it. Yes, I did see it, Darnell. I saw it. I heard you. God damn. All I gotta do is read the rundown. If I didn't hear you. What, Shaun?
JB be trying you, Smitty, dog. You might just gonna have to. I don't want you to do nothing to him that people can see, but you might have to pick him up, man.
I might have to
one day.
One day I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna catch him off guard. He gonna be pissed, but ain't nothing he can do about it. But I'm gonna just do it.
You gotta make sure Ash ain't around though.
That's the only thing I gotta watch out for.
I do think if Ash get triggered, he's a problem.
Yeah, I do. I respect him enough to know that. Yeah.
Shaun, don't let him fool you. You know grown man strength's different than a little 30-year-old baby strength. He a weight room guy. He not a grown man strength guy.
You're 40 years old, homie.
Shaun, you and I, our fat ass will move a car out the way. Smitty can push some weight, but that motherfucker hits the car, can't even change the brakes. He's like, oh, fuck. He won't be able to change his lug nut. He can't break the fucking lug nut open with the goddamn wrench. But me and you go over there and go, boop. See, there's a difference between grown man
right now
and weight room. Different. Weight rooms, grown man.
Shaun. You see, JB think he's slick with his words. He's trying to bring you in on his side when Shaun is being neutral right now. This is a mano-a-mano, homie. I don't need no help. I don't need no backup. You trying to get help. You see, Shaun?
I disagree.
You and I can do this. You and I. Shaun,
I disagree.
Not chilling.
I disagree.
You need help.
I think it's a racist thing, and I think it's a black on black thing.
It's always race with you, homie.
And I don't have AJ with me, so.
I'm definitely racist when I'm on this show because I gotta meet hate at the level that it's presented.
I mean, hate with hate, unfortunately.
And so, like, you are definitely racist, JB. And so when you got AJ, you're double racist. So I gotta come on here with that Black Panther, like super, like pro-black, like
Ryan Clark.
I gotta meet you.
Just say Ryan Clark. Just say Ryan Clark.
We ain't got no choice. We ain't got no choice because, again, that's a great point you made, Shaun. JB, you have the ability to really like galvanize the troops, so to speak. Like you have that coaching thing. So when you come here with the racist energy, that's why you see the chat. They in here going crazy. They talking about all the time. You got to be careful with your words, Jay. So we got 7,000 people in the show right now, and when you spew hate, you ignite that.
Hey, Smitty. He don't even realize like all the white guys in them big ass rigs that drive across country be honking the horn. People be on the internet, what the hell they honking about?
Yeah, we need all. I blend it all. Yeah. I blend everybody together.
Hyped up this morning.
I think JB can start a riot. I really believe that. I'm dead that serious.
Yeah, I bring it together, Shaun. I bring everybody together. That's the difference between me and everybody. See, and then every guy get there, and then they see me, and they're like, "Oh, JB," and then Smitty like, "Damn, motherfucker, really like." The most gangster motherfucker in the country is over here, JB's friend. But anyway, let's dive into something real quick. What's going on Black Monday?
Black Monday.
It's Black Monday in the NFL. Shaun, you know this very well. NFL is going to fire guys. I am against firing what they did yesterday in Atlanta. I thought he was on the way up when he was doing Raheem Morris. E-Dub's very upset about it as well. That's his boy. I do think Aaron Glenn needs to go. That was your worst take of the year of 2025, keeping him, thinking they were going to win 10 football games. But anyway, we're not going to get into that. Aaron Glenn is horrific. He never should ever coach again as a head coach, ever, not even high school. This is the worst coach team I've ever seen in my entire life. No bullshit. I'm not bullshitting you. I'm literally watching these games, okay?
The Raiders are worse, but yeah.
Remember, I watch the Jets more than any other team because of my players. That is the worst coach team I've ever seen in my motherfucking life. That's
Raiders.
Fact.
Raiders.
That's not fiction.
Raiders.
No. Raiders just had no players, to Shaun's point. This team has players. And then they traded players, and then they thought they were going to do other things. Homie, this team was so bad on special teams. Defense, everything.
Well, let's say this. If Woody decides to move on from Aaron Glenn because of the draft capital they have from Quinnen and Sauce Gardner, it's a very desirable job because you don't have a quarterback, so you get to pick your quarterback. And what they got, 2 ones this year and next year?
Yeah, they do. But they just had, Shaun, they just had 2 of the best drafts in the last fucking 10 years. What did they do with that? They got their GM fired, and his GM's now in Philly and gets a Super Bowl.
But if you're a guy that feels like you know what you're doing, then that's a good job. In Atlanta, here's what I don't understand. And listen, Arthur Blank is a hell of a dude. Like out of all the owners, like when it comes to a guy that genuinely cares about people, that like puts money into the community, like Arthur Blank is up there at the top. But why in the hell would you fire Raheem and Terry and say that you're going to put a Matt Ryan in charge of all of it who has no experience whatsoever? I know Matt Ryan's a great quarterback and he looks good on TV. That's another thing I got. Anytime a white quarterback dresses well and talks properly, they just assume he can run a franchise.
Whoa. Let's make this a racist show. Let's make this a racist show. Let's turn this into race. Let's turn it into race.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just
Hold
did.
on. But JJ Redick could coach?
That
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now is a man who he spoke to every single NCAA college football 2025 team seemingly on the internet. From Last Chance U, national champion, Coach JB.
Yeah, Coach.
What's up, gentlemen?
Coach, just great car, Great stick. Thank you for pulling off to the side of the road. Hope you don't get killed here. Honestly, side of the road, LA, I assume that's not necessarily the safest place on earth. So we'll make this quick. How do you feel about all of these new coaches now in this NCAA College Football 2025 game using your speeches to motivate these boys from one side of the country to the other, Coach?
I feel broke.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Can I get like a royalty or something? Like, Netflix already screwed me. I'm getting screwed by EA Sports now too? Like, holy shit. I hit him up. I reached out to him like, hey, trying to be cordial and nice. I'm a nice guy, you know me.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, EA Sports, maybe I can actually be your video guy, the actual do a real video instead of using my name, image, and likeness.
Oh, shit.
And maybe I can get a little piece of the pie, but nah, it's all right. Just keep sharing my 500 million views of it.
I don't mean to laugh at you, but obviously you are a hilarious, miserable person, and this is kind of is how it goes.
Hey, Pat, I was actually chilling. My back went out yesterday, so I didn't even do my show today. So I just left my chiropractor, and I'm waiting on this damn cigar company to open. They're late, of course. I mean, come on.
Shit. Okay, so life is good. Last question for me, because I know the last time we talked to you, you had not watched the Netflix series Last Chance U. You said that. You said, I've not watched it, but obviously you've heard from everybody. Now, do you see some clips that come across your way? You're like, I don't remember saying that. And then all of a sudden, oh, I killed that. And do you judge your clips whenever you see them? You're like, I murdered that one.
Nah. A broad came over to the house the other day, and I didn't really want to watch Netflix with her and chill. But she wanted to watch the show. We watched one episode.
Okay.
And I'm like, I can't watch this.
Okay.
And she was like, oh my God. I'm like, I don't want to watch this. It was the first scene of the cow scene or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, they only made about $4 billion off my name on this shit. I'm not watching Netflix either. So I'm spiteful right now, Pat. I don't want to watch Netflix. I don't want to watch EA Sports video game. I'm like, man, and I can't even get 40,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel.
Well, you're going to the moon. We appreciate the hell out of you, Coach. Hopefully it'll get figured out, and we know the Netflix and chill thing, what that leads to. Bad backs, chiropractors. We appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach JB.
Yeah, Coach. Yeah.
Who's the other cat?
Oh no, homie, you got cut off, homie.
That's Bailey, ain't it?
Bailey's Mexican?
I guess. No.
That fucking Ruben?
Where are these pictures coming from, homie?
God damn.
Damn, who made all these pictures?
That's crazy.
I know that one with me with the chain. That's from Terry Fontenot. Actually, I recruited Terry Fontenot to Tulane.
They're making these fast?
He's a Tulane football player.
Who's the Mexican?
That's Bailey.
Who the fat white dude screaming? There's a lot going on.
That big head, homie.
You do got a man and family size head.
You lost a lot of weight, homie.
By the way, you know USC paid that what's that kid's name? Prince Strachan? You know that got receiver at SC Bailey or Smitty? SC had a receiver named Prince Strachan. I don't know his name.
All right.
They paid him $550K. The motherfucker had one catch, 20 yards. Come on, dog. We're killing the game, homie. We're fucking absolutely destroying college football. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Well, I know one guy who's not destroying college football in a negative way. He ain't destroying anything. He's destroying. If he's destroying it, he's building it. And this is a guy who's a all-pro, Pro Bowler, Super Bowl champion, leader of men, coach. And it's our guy, Eric Weddle. It's time for E-Dubs Monday. Play the video.
I make it poor. Good, I ain't lying. You little giants, we been defiant. Right. What's the cost to be the boss? Breaking down the walls. We all lean once the coin gets tossed. Got the kind of action, never acting. No need to scramble to get traction. We make it happen. From 3-4s to 4-3s, we get it cracking.
Yeah, we got another white. Now we're on an even playing field. Let's get back to before the commercial break. EW, you weren't here. So Shaun King went right at Matt Ryan, a white, and he said, "Oh, he dresses nice, he gets the job." Can I talk about Michael Vick getting a head job, never fucking coaching ever? Deshaun Jackson, never fucking coaching ever. Deion Sanders, fucking never coach. Stop. Now I got a white in here. Now I got another white in here. Go.
He does mix.
Hey, you know, when I come on, I'm gonna go a little like Weddle's thoughts, Edub's thoughts coming out the gate. You know what's on my mind, so bear with me, okay? College football playoff, some exciting games last week. If you're not pulling for Ole Miss to stick it to Lane Kiffin, then you're not about the kids. You're not about the kids. Let's go Ole Miss. Okay, Ole Miss, Oregon in the final would be awesome. Indiana's playing really good. Alabama, way to flop it on the biggest stage in the Rose Bowl. How embarrassing for y'all. Okay, Utah, Morgan's putting together an incredible staff. Salute to the Utes. On the flip side, Michigan, maybe national champs next year. The staff they're putting together, going to be top notch. Shout out to Shaun King. We hung out in Vegas. I appreciate it. Let me hang out with you for watching the game, watching that debacle of the Rams performance. But way to come back. Way to answer the bell, Rams. Down 3 in the second half. You go 21 straight points. Stafford solidified the MVP. I salute to my Rams. They're going to go on the road, smack Carolina, and they're about to get on a run and get to the Super Bowl. Okay, now let's get into the nitty-gritty, okay? If you're the Falcons, Arthur Blank, you should fire yourself. You should fire yourself. You have a coach that is finally – he basically is 500 over 2 years. They want to go on a 4-game winning streak to end the season, upset probably maybe the eventual Super Bowl champs, and you fire him? You fire him with 2 years of leadership. It's a complete mockery. It's embarrassing as a franchise. Unfortunate for my guy. Is one of the best guys, men, leaders. Really unfortunate. Then on the flip side, if you're the Jets, okay, you got to make a decision right now. Am I sticking with Glenn the next 4 years? And if the answer is no, I've said this last week. If the answer is no, you cannot get blown out by 25 points or more the last 5 weeks of the season. You just cannot do that. You can't in the NFL. I'm sorry. You got men that are livelihoods are on the line, and you can't get that team ready to compete. I mean, so you got to answer that. You got to answer that, Jets. And I mean, the playoffs are wide open. My Ravens. Oh my goodness gracious! You can't mess around for 3 quarters on the road and not play good football and expect to win, even though you had a chance. And it was by far the fourth quarter was the most electric, entertaining quarter of football this entire season, with the season on the line, and the old Denny Green, we are who we thought they are, and we let it get away.
Let them on the hook.
They're a horrible football team. I watch them more than any other team because of Jermaine. They are the worst coach team I've ever seen in the NFL. I'm not lying. I'm not bullshitting. I like Aaron Glenn. I told you he was not very good as a DC in Detroit. He got saved by a great offense. Listen, if what's gonna happen, what I think just happened with breaking news here, Bailey, go ahead.
What's going on here?
We got breaking news in the NFL. This one kind of pains me, but the Seahawks, or the former Seahawks head coach and now former Raiders head coach, Pete Carroll, fired.
We expected it. Shaun, you're there. Were you hearing this is mutual, Shaun?
Good move, great move.
Well, I know you try not to remember what I told you, but 2 weeks ago I told you they were going to fire Pete Carroll.
You did.
And that their number one target is Mike Tomlin. And I've heard they're even going to be willing to offer the number one pick in the draft for Mike Tomlin.
You did say this on this show. I got to give shout.
I don't think they can afford that, because you can still be a great coach in the NFL and have no players and still be shitty. So I don't think they can afford to do that.
Is he still great?
Respectfully? No, I said to get Mike Tomlin. You can have a great coach in Mike Tomlin and have no players, E-Dub. Like, I don't know if you can do that. I think there's coaches available now that you can get in there that are younger, more, in tuned or whatever. This team is a bad roster, Shaun. You've pointed this out. You've pointed this out. This roster is horrific on
100%. Here's what's here's what's going to be interesting. I don't know if there are enough quality names to fill the openings. I mean, what do we got? We got Giants, Titans, Raiders, Falcons right now. Potentially the Jets. And Browns. Like, who are the guys that are going to fill all these jobs?
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the side of
you may have Tampa, E-Dub, right? You may have Tampa.
Yeah.
I've heard the buyouts too much for him and Jason, for Todd and Jason. They're going to give him another year.
I mean, Todd's a good coach. I think he gets a little stuck in his ways in fourth quarter and 2-minute situations of being too predictable and bringing pressure and you get killed. But anyways, I think the Raiders got to blow it up. Trade Crosby, get picks like Steve Kim said last week. I think it's a great thought. Bring in a young and up-and-comer, maybe like a Freeman from Notre Dame, maybe a guy that could just turn the whole franchise around and really literally give them 6 years to turn it around with picks, give them the ability to make decisions, because it's a bet. You got 2 players that are. I mean, I don't really know the whole roster, but
no, they got Bowers.
Yeah, Genty and Bowers and really
and Crosby. Genty's like in the middle for running backs.
Yeah, but you're going to keep him because he's a first-round pick. Like so, I don't know. I was shocked by Raheem after 2 years. I think the Jets really got to sit down and make a decision right now. But again, like what really candidates out there? I mean, Jesse Minter's name's being thrown around, which is he ready? I don't know. Does he want that? I don't know. I should reach out and talk to him after the season. But
is Flores going to get a shot, or is he blackballed?
Flores like 1,000% should. And I heard his name in
Vegas.
Him coupled with an OC with Dayball.
Vegas with Tom Brady. Yep.
Yeah, is that where that would be sick?
I've heard Kingsbury. We've all heard everything, Shaun. The rumor is Tom Brady, who played in New England with Flores.
So someone in the chat said Mina Kimes. Shout out.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it could happen nowadays with what we're doing. Where we're
he
headed.
almost made it through an entire show without her name being brought on one time, E-Dub. It's on you.
To Steve's point, Smitty, to Steve's point, though, 2026, I haven't mentioned her.
You haven't.
So that's why I'm glad D-Dub did.
Yeah, because you got a cease and desist.
Make me a sandwich.
Hey, damn near Shaun.
Hey, E-Dub.
That's a good one.
The Raiders need a lot. I'm with you. I'm with you because I want to see Max play in the playoffs. And respectfully, even though I hate to say that, like at some point when you're this bad, though, just like the Jets are, I want to see some guys play in the playoffs that we don't get to see on a normal thing. I would love to see what Max Crosby does in the playoff, and does he wreck shop? And Myles Garrett, not in the playoff.
Yeah.
I think it hurts the league. But at the end of the day, you got to win your games, and it is what it is. The grown man league.
Deion Sanders is going to get an interview with Cleveland.
Listen, I think as funny as I think that's true. I think it will happen. He's good with boys with the GM and the owner.
How's the GM not get fired too?
Why wouldn't he get an interview?
Well, the GM saved his job with this draft class because that linebacker is probably going to be defensive rookie of the year. And
you're right.
Fannin Jr. looks like the real deal at tight end. Junkins has shown elite ability, and then Shador's a starter, so he had actually a pretty good draft.
Yeah, I mean, outside of Shador, he hit on all those. Shador he needs to take a major leap. Is he going to get all the reps in the offseason? Are you going to build around him? Are you going to bring in competition? Are you going to bring a vet in? Only they know the answer to that.
Well, you can't. You got Deshaun Watson there.
Still there with all the money.
Yeah, there's no way you're not starting him.
I don't think they starting him though. I think in their organization,
money's guaranteed.
I know. So their money, you already lost that money. It's like the mindset. It's a wrap. That money's gone.
So here's what sucks for Cleveland. If you're a Browns fan, I think they're the absolute worst opening currently. Because like I do a show in Cleveland called the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. And I tell people, nobody follows the Browns like y'all. Like, nobody anywhere else cares about the Browns. But I do have inside information because I do the show. They do not have an offensive lineman under contract for next year.
Oh, my.
Think about this, Weddle. They don't have an offensive lineman under. They got to redo the whole O-line.
I mean,
what's their cap space?
It's okay, but they still 1 year away from having room because they still can't fiscally responsibly get away from Deshaun. So he's got one more year before the buyout doesn't crush him. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of question marks right now. 18 teams are out planning for the future.
Real quick, E-Dub, it's Black Monday in the NFL, as we all call it. Unfortunately, do you think this is the beginning? Do you think? Let me just go by the names and just say he's gone or not. Mike McDaniel, stay or go?
He should be gone.
He should be gone. Does he? Is he? Do you think?
I've been hearing he's back for some reason, so I'm not sure why.
I know. I agree. I heard that.
And
too.
I don't know nothing about him. I've never met him. I just go off what I see, and he should be fired.
No doubt. Aaron Glenn, you think he stays?
Hold on, before you move on from that, you can't get rid of Tua. How do they walk Tua McDaniel back?
That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing as the Shaun Smitty's point. Like, how are you going to get rid of one or the other? They got that money.
You can. Some teams just get rid of them.
But who's going to take? Who's going to take?
You just cut them, and you deal with it. It happens to some teams. They do it. They've done it, and they move on. So you start. I don't know.
They just pay them.
Yeah, you just you're going to take the cap hit, the dead money, and you just move on, knowing that he's not the future, and we want to give someone else a chance. And so it's
Shaun, let me go where E-Dub's going. So is yours the future there?
Exactly. What happened to Russell Wilson? Thank you. Denver.
Yeah.
Just cut him.
Yeah.
Yours is a right-handed Tua.
So then you got to go get a quarterback again, is what you're saying. So I don't know. I don't know. All right. Aaron Glenn, we all think should be fired except Sean King and Smitty, of course. Is Aaron Glenn staying or going?
Well, again, by his performance, I don't like firing a guy after 1 year, but what he's shown me, if I'm not 100% convinced for the next 4 years, the life of his contract, that he's going to be a guy and can pull us out and make us a playoff contender and a Super Bowl champion, then I'm firing him. And I'm saying I made a mistake. So,
Sean,
do you
I don't know.
point,
Sean. E-Dub's point, Sean.
Huh?
No, I was just saying to E-Dub's point, you're going to fire him halfway through next year anyway. What are we doing?
If that's the case, fire him now and move on and go on and start getting a new coach.
Let's back up a little bit and let's be logical. Okay.
I'm definitely being logical.
Do the Patriots fire Gerard Mayo if Mike Vrabel isn't available?
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing after 1 year to move on from a guy because you got the guy sitting there. He's available. You can get him.
Yeah, but you just witnessed a coach do a job that was maybe one of the worst seasons ever.
So then,
especially
so you fired
Big King. He's a defensive-minded coach who came in as a defensive head coach, and his defense was horrible.
Hey,
you can't do that as a defensive coach. I'm sorry.
I'm not defending Aaron Glenn, but for a second, so do you fire Darren Mookie? Do you fire Darren Mookie as well? Because the GM's the one that hired him.
Who's that? Yeah, fire all of them. Fire all of them.
So now from what John said, I got what?
Yes, anyone that had a hand in that decision is getting fired.
Hey, Sean, no turnovers. You fucking had no picks.
I am not defending.
Hold on. Here's the crazier stat, though. Then the no picks to me, you lost 5 games in a row by 23 or more. The most in NFL history. What tells me out of all these things we keep bringing up, just tell me one thing, Sean. What says keep them?
I am not defending Glenn.
No, I'm just being real, E-Dub. Like, what tells me, all right, keep them? See, Atlanta, if I'm Raheem, fuck, man, we won 4 in a row. We beat the Rams. We're on a high. You forced me to play Penix when I wanted to play Kirk Cousins. We just paid $160 million to. And if I played him 3 games earlier, Atlanta's a playoff team.
I agreed.
And that's the argument. Now we got an argument. Raheem he should have stayed there.
So
Aaron Glenn's team was like this. They didn't want to play for him. They wanted to fight for Raheem.
So if you tell me we're going to fire Aaron Glenn to go get Raheem, and we're gonna fire the GM to go get Terry Fontenot and bring them to the Jets, then okay.
Nah, I wouldn't do Fontenot.
I'm not saying don't fire Aaron Glenn, but I'm saying
you want to have a guy in place. I get all that.
Let's not fire him after 1 year.
We have the same argument then in goddamn Vegas. You shit me? They've got 5 coaches in 5 years in Vegas. What are we talking about? Hey, we got to have the same argument with them.
They're awful.
I mean, unbelievable. All right, let's keep going real quick. Your boy Glennon in Arizona, Edub.
Gannon.
I think he's gone.
Yeah,
I think he should go. Glennon.
He just finished his third year.
Yep, third year. They're horrific. I think
you're a defensive guy.
That was good.
Yeah, you're a defensive guy, and your defense isn't like you. Got to be a Mike McDonald, okay? Who not only is an incredible leader, you could tell his players love him. Like, look at the personality of these coaches. Like,
I know.
They're not. But then on top of that, he's got the #1 rush defense in the league, a top 5 overall defense. Like, that's what you are brought here to do. Play great defense, hire a great offensive coordinator, play good team football, lead the team, and go win some games. This dude has made Seattle a powerhouse. I mean,
listen,
it can happen. These guys are just not doing it.
I missed 2 guys. I missed on 2 guys. Smitty and I made all the fun with the Duval guy. We missed on him. He's done a hell of a job. He's got to be coach of the year. And I missed on McDonald. McDonald won 10 games last year. That was your guy. You said he's a good coach. I just thought when I think it was more emotional for me because he kind of threw everything Pete Carroll did out and got rid of pitchers.
He was a star when he was a assistant secondary coach in 16 his first year with me, and I knew right then and there. So
he had the it factor. So
I mean, JB was just biased because you love Pete, and it's just emotional. Yeah.
And I get it. He's done a hell of a job. He won 10 games year one. He's got 14 or whatever he's got this year. I mean, unbelievable.
I mean, you gotta like respect the past, but also you gotta be confident in yourself to be like, hey, this is my show, my vision, and I'm gonna do it my way. And if you don't like it, then kick rocks.
I was wrong on him. I like what he's doing. And then
Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson did a hell of a job, but he's not going nowhere. I'm just talking about what if I'm MCDC in Detroit. My first call right now today, Shaun, is Kevin Stefanski and get another guy in here that's competent play caller to get this thing back on and let me be the CEO again because that team fell through.
Any playoff team or any team on the fringe that needs an upgrade offensively, Stefanski can call plays, man. He's definitely a top 5, top 10 play caller and knows how to do that. Unfortunate how things unfolded there, but he did have 2 10+ win seasons in Cleveland, and
See,
that's a great point.
I look at Detroit a little differently. I think Detroit, if they're a competent organization, is where the Rams were after making it to the Super Bowl. Your ceiling is not Super Bowl championship with Jared Goff at quarterback.
No shit. I've been telling you that.
And they don't have any kind of succession plan or any kind of viable option like that. If that's the first thing I'm doing is we got to create a higher ceiling at quarterback. I don't know if you roll the dice with one of these guys that kind of flash, whether it be Malik Willis, just throwing a name out there, a kid who played well, but I don't think you can go in the next season with Jared Goff. I don't give a damn who the OC is. I think your ceiling is low.
Y'all really don't like Jared Goff, a guy who played in Super Bowl, a guy who played in the NFC Championship game where his receivers dropped multiple passes that would have clearly won the game. You guys remember that? Like, he's not amazing. I'm not saying that, but I think if you can put the right pieces around him, you can. I mean, you cannot get there.
You can't get a better complement of skill guys that Goff has.
Yeah, but it wasn't all on the offense this year. It was the team.
Armand St. Brown, Jameson Williams, Laporta, most of the time, can't get better around him than they've had the last 2-3 years.
It makes it look worse, Edub, when Edub goes in there with Stafford year one and wins it all. It just makes him look worse. I mean, be honest. It makes McVay look like you aren't the guy. I got the guy, and we win immediately. Yeah, I understand Smitty's point. We got some additions, and we brought
Bob Miller. You got Stafford. You got OBJ. You got it wasn't just Stafford.
Don't matter though, Smitty. At the end of the day, they won the title, and they went to one. They went to one with Goff, and he couldn't get it done.
You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of shit to have. You got
it don't matter.
It was a lot of movement.
Smitty, what is the trend? Well, the thing is, Smitty, you're making the same excuse now in Detroit, though. See, the trend is the guy can't win. Like,
yeah, but what other option you have out there in established quarterbacks that you can go trade for? None that are worthy. And then none of these college kids are going to be bearing Jared within 3 years. So
no, hell no.
I don't believe JB and Shaun, can you guys stop saying that guys can't win? Okay, maybe they haven't won, but like, I mean, I don't understand. We don't know that he been to a Super Bowl. So like, let's stop it. If you were able to get to a Super Bowl and get to an NFC Championship game, to me, you are capable of winning it.
So now what are you the fucking word supervisor?
Yes, words matter. Yeah, they do.
Can't. Come on, man.
No, because words matter, homie. Words matter. I always bring Elway argument, like when John Elway kept losing. And again, for clarity, I'm not comparing John Elway to fucking Jared Goff. I'm just saying, I'm sure there was probably a time in which back in the days, he can't do it, and then he did it. So all I'm saying is, like, if you can get to the big game, then you can do it. Like Brock Purdy can do it, contrary to JB's belief. If you can,
they're gonna get shellacked in that first round against Philly.
Yeah, they are.
Mark my words.
I know. Let me ask you this real quick before we get to my top 5 and let E-Dub and Shaun critique it, Smitty.
Top 5 probably shitty.
You don't even have one. Let me ask you something. Do the Chiefs, one team that has a quarterback that won't be back till at least midway through the season, I don't believe Andy Reid's going with the practice squad guy for a whole half of a season, and they miss a playoff again when an ascending Chargers and Broncos are in there. And who knows what happens with the Raiders? We'll say they're not a playoff team again yet. But the Chiefs, no way, can roll with that. I don't believe Andy Reid does anyway. Does he go after a Kirk Cousins, a Flacco, an older guy? There's no way.
No.
So what does he do?
I think Mahomes will be ready.
Yeah, Mahomes gonna be ready, JB.
For game 1?
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't know about that.
We had Doc on here. You forgot Doc said the way that Mahomes he gonna be ready probably for week 1, week 2.
Yeah. If it was an Achilles, I would be hesitant, but an ACL, he'll be.
Yes,
those are 4 to 6 months now. Like,
it's easy now, JB.
My old teammate Melvin Ingram, who was a defensive end, came back in 4 months for the playoffs. So
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So these guys, I mean, you guys got to remember, like, you're getting rehab on top of rehab 24 hours a day with the best people to get you back. It's not like normal people where you go for an hour of rehab and then maybe you get to see the doctor the next week. Like, it's every day, all day, every day. Like, you can expedite the process in professional sports. So I think
if I was the Chiefs, I think you got to look in the mirror and say, skill position wise, we've gotten slow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got.
It's crazy that they couldn't win with a top 5 defense too.
Unbeknownst to a lot of people, they have the 10th pick in the draft. I am doing whatever it takes to trade up to get Jeremiah Love and make him my running back, and then I got to go out in free agency and add more speed at wide receiver. They got to get back to being the explosive offense.
Do you have the offensive line though? Do you have the offensive line? I would err on the side of drafting a tackle or an interior lineman to protect Mahomes. You don't need a running back to win a Super Bowl. They've shown that.
No, I think they need to get more explosive though, and he's the most explosive player in this draft.
He's
Bijan Robinson. Like, think about Bijan Robinson in Kansas City. Like, they've got to go back to creating explosive plays. When you got Pacheco and Hunt back there, and you dinking and dunking, and you can't, man, putting them 10-play drives together every time you got on offense, that's hard to do.
Yeah, but they've tried Xavier Worthy as a 4-2. They've tried to get those fast dudes like Tyreek. There's only one Tyreek.
I said when they made that pick, that was a bad pick.
Yeah,
just
like,
because he doesn't play as fast as he runs his 40.
You got to get back to drafting good football players who are productive in college, not these high ceiling freaks. Get back to getting reps, especially at certain positions that need those reps. Get that experience. That translates in the long run.
E-Dub, real quick, what do the Ravens do? Is Harbaugh back, in your opinion? 19 seasons. Does he walk away respectfully? I doubt they fire him, but can it be something of a mutual deal, kind of like Andy Reid in Philly before he got a refresh? Does he need a refresh, or do you think this is run it back?
Man, that's a lot to unpack. I know. Ravens are like a top 5 organizational from top down. Like they run things a certain way. I don't know this for sure, right? Like you just hear, like you hear that story come out, you hear just maybe like the dynamics, the culture, the standard has maybe veered off a little bit. I don't know, right? I don't know. So you gotta like reel that in. And maybe it's just the dynamics of these young kids coming in the NFL. They're more empowered, they're entitled. They just think maybe, hey, I don't want to lift today, I'm not going to lift, or I'm going to just show up late to meetings. Like it doesn't fly in the NFL, and eventually it'll catch up to you. So I don't know what the answer is. I know they like continuity. So if anything, I've heard just like through the grapevine, not even through players there. So take it for what it's worth. I think maybe a change on the offensive coordinator, even though I don't think it should happen. But I think Monken, and just like, the perception, he's older, maybe doesn't connect with the guys, this, that, and the other, even though he's a really good coach, outside of not playing Henry and giving him the ball. Even in the second half of that game, he goes spurts with not even being on the field. I don't understand it. Like, the dude's averaging 6.5 yards a carry, and he's not even on the field in the fourth quarter. Like, what are we doing?
So Weddle, here's what's interesting. I think Harbaugh over the last 2-3 years let success supersede substance, and let some things kind of erode around the fringes from a culture standpoint. And here's my question for you. Last night he looked tired. Like he looked like an exhausted head coach. It's like, how did I let it get to this? And I don't know now with the level of compensation for our top players if I can even get it back. Like he looked beat up and worn down last night.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong on that. And I'll just end it with this: when you're the head coach, and we've all been coaches, and JB even at a higher level than myself, when you're the guy like holding it all together and like putting out fires every day and still scheming and coaching and putting plans together and scheduling and meeting with leaders and what are we going to do and just trying to survive, it does take a toll on you. And I agree. He looked like, man, like, damn, this has been a long season.
Yeah. Here's the thing about it. Like, I don't know if he wants to be there. We always blaming another guy. Like, at the end of the day, we got to get rid of the coordinator. We got to get Lamar gets a lot of money to be the difference maker. Let's just be honest. And if you're not going to get the thing done at the position, then why are we going to keep replacing new coordinator? Every coordinator takes his job, Shaun. You and I and Weddle know. And Smitty knows, but he's just a fan of Lamar, so I get it. You gotta cater to him, though, Smitty. Like, I'm being honest. You have to cater to his skill set. It's not just the normal OC run-of-the-mill, come in and run traditional West Coast, play, call the play. You got to cater. Look at what Rome had to do. Look at what everyone else has had to do there. By the way, his best seasons when they were in fucking 32 personnel and they ran the shit out of RPO, triple and double option when he was a young pup.
Nah, last year was the best season.
But it beat him up, Smitty. It beat him up, though.
Last year was the best season.
Yeah, we know what the MVPs are.
The problem with your argument, JB, even though there's some substance to it, is he played his ass off in the second half last night.
Right.
Well, he made 2 plays.
But he made the right reads in clutch situations. He made the right throws.
Listen, I tweeted it. I was like, "Down, Action Jackson, fucking unbelievable talent. We already know what he did. He made 2 plays you just cannot defend. Like, other than Jalen Ramsey making a bad play on the ball and another. But
that sack he got out of on 56.
No, that's the play I'm talking about. Yeah, unbelievable. No one else can do that. What I'm saying is, though, you can't play bad 3 quarters and then expect to pull it out at the end and win a Super Bowl. This is what Caleb Williams did. Again, another 3 bad quarters, and less when he came back in the 4th last night. Wasn't enough. That's what's going to be happening in the playoffs as well. You got to make layups, Shaun. You say it every day on this show. If you're going to be a good quarterback, you have to make layups consistently. Stafford, Aaron Rodgers wasn't great, but guess what? He was consistent from quarter 1 to quarter 4 last night. He was hitting seam balls to the tight end. No, but he made throws, Smitty. You could say he made the bigger ones in the game ended last night with Aaron Rodgers at 41 years old, but he wasn't like horrible for 3 quarters, and then in the 4th quarter came on. Aaron was consistent the whole goddamn game. He wasn't great, but he was good enough. And I'm just saying, we can't make layups, but we're paying guys big time money, and they can't make consistent layups.
Hey, JB, hold on. Is Weddle farting in the car? Like, what the hell are you doing?
It's hot.
It's hot in there. Yeah, it's hot.
E-Dub, we'll get you out of here.
Thank you, Smitty. Like I want to hotbox my own self, dummy.
Yeah, like Ruben. This fucking ain't Ruben.
Hey, JB, he pulling up Steve Kim.
Steve Kim, shitgate.
I think Shaun be high and drunk like now, like in the morning.
He thinks Vegas is 3 hours ahead of California.
Right. Like he just fucked up early.
All right, let's do our top 5, bottom 5 real quick. So E-Dub can critique the shit out of it. Top 5 brought to you by Underdog. Smitty, E-Dub, I got Ole Miss because of the storyline. I got Ole Miss as the top dog. I thought Oregon shutting out Texas Tech, who's the highest payroll in college football, needed and deserved to be there. Indiana's dominant performance. I got to put Aaron Rodgers in there, 41 years old. He is the MVP of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't want to hear no other ifs and buts about it. Without DK winning me some money as well, because I put a future bet on Steelers winning the AFC North. And then the Seahawks getting the 1 seed, as you mentioned, beating Frisco last game and dominated them fashion. Beat up Frisco or not, Frisco was there. They were there to win it all, so there's no excuses. Any critique on the top right there?
I mean, that's all viable. I'd probably move the Seahawks up and going 14-3 is incredible. And with everything on the line to just get after the Niners like that. Along with Oregon, man, might have been that, and Indiana have been probably the most impressive games of the season. I really like Texas Tech, and they made their offense look pedestrian. And how does that quarterback go in the portal and like a team look at themselves and say, "Yeah, I want to pay that guy"?
I don't know.
Like, what are we? Same thing with the Cincinnati quarterback. He's going to get $5 to $6 to $7 million at Texas Tech.
I wouldn't pay that dude to squirt a piss. It's just crazy.
What are we doing?
Well, there is an egregious component that's not involved in this top 5.
Go ahead.
That's the Miami Hurricanes. They got the 2 most impressive wins of anybody.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
They went to College Station and environment and beat A&M, and then they went and knocked down Ohio State. That is way more.
So Ohio State lost to Indiana.
Then Oregon beating JMU and Texas Tech, which I told y'all.
Listen, I'm with
Baylor offense does not work when you play a team.
Listen, I'm with Miami. I got it, but I couldn't put Miami over these guys. I'm just telling you, Indiana's win was more impressive to me.
Rodgers.
You can, but I mean, they got the playoffs. NFL.
Oregon's win was more impressive than what Miami did against Ohio State.
Oregon's win against the fucking number 1 played team in Texas Tech, who you said was the best team, who beat BYU twice. And blah, blah, blah.
First of all, I'm not slow. I don't have any special learning disability. So if you're going to mimic me, don't make that the fucking characterization you use, okay? Let's get that correct. I don't talk like that. Secondly, I told you that Baylor system does not hold up when you go against a defense that can.
Why does he keep going back to Baylor system? I don't know why the keep going back. He keeps reverting back to Baylor system.
Yeah. Texas Tech runs.
By the way, anyway, Miami's not in it. Bottom 5. Alabama's egregiously just didn't show up. I got a beef to pick with AJ. Texas Tech, who got boat raced with $25 million roster. The Bucks. And the Panthers. By the way, how the Panthers lose and get in and the Bucks win and not get in. That's a fucking shitty-ass 2 teams.
That's an anomaly.
Hey, you know what? I equal the Bucks and the Panthers too, Smitty.
What?
Tulane and James Madison. They don't belong in. They don't belong in. Just go 1 through 7. Keep that shitty ass conference out. Keep that shitty conference out.
Shaun chuckled right there.
Keep that shitty conference out of football.
Shaun chuckled. He chuckled when you said that. He did.
Yes, and USC men's hoops. Smitty, USC men's hoops not talked about. Everyone's like, USC men's hoops? Yeah. You know why? Because Michigan boat raced them by 35 points. Smitty, here's the thing. You know what? This is why it's so bad, though?
Why?
Michigan beat 3 teams in a row in their conference by 30 or more. And SC was the 3rd team. You can't watch Michigan beat 2 teams before you by 30 and then come out and get beat by 30.
Hey, I don't know how much college basketball you watch. UM is loaded.
Yeah, they loaded.
All everybody.
Well, hey, guess what? Got rid of Juwan Howard. Guess what happened?
Jamie, just admit that you forgot. Like you rushed the list, and you had to ask somebody in there last minute. Go ahead, Whittle.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Anything involving basketball in your bottom 5 should negate anything that you're saying. So don't bring up basketball right now, please.
Hey, where's AJ McCarron? Where is AJ McCarron?
It'll be on.
Hey, I gotta run, guys. I gotta meet with a college coach. I love y'all. I'll see you.
Too, my guy.
Hey, where's AJ McCarron?
Hey, to Sean's point, AJ usually watches the show and he's texting JB during the show. So the fact that he's saying that is like kind of alarming.
Well, AJ has a new job.
He's been at that job.
He's doing other things. He was just in the Alabama game. He had to fly back, got back.
No. Hey, Smitty, how many times am I on and AJ will hit up fucking JB on the text? And he'll read, hey, when the whites get together, you know what I'm saying? But now,
John, he got a new job. He got a new job.
After Alabama got boat race, he's nowhere to be found. I don't tweet it at him directly, indirectly. I'm trying to bring him out the cave.
He's asking about how are the Tampa Bay Bucks today?
We just like a whole lot of other teams, which we on vacation.
How did you win and get fired on your day off?
Yeah, because we true, huh?
So the Rams, Smitty, strategically, almost damn near McVay coach of the year for that.
Yeah.
Lost to Atlanta. Atlanta knocked out a more of a threat to me for the Rams as the Bucks were more of a threat. Knocked them out. So the Rams are gonna fuck with it. Rams are gonna go boat race Carolina. Yeah, it might be a 35-point game. It might be a 35-point blowout. The Rams are gonna go blow them out, get a little rest. So they'll play Saturday. They won't play again until the next Sunday or Monday. So they're gonna get a little rest off in between. So it's a done deal, right? We know that the game in the season don't mean nothing spiritual fucking nobody. So at the end of the day, Rams win by 30, and then the Rams got to pass to the Super Bowl because the Eagles are going to beat the Niners. The Rams are going to beat the fucking Bears because the Bears are going to beat the Green Bay Packers. Packers are fucking horrific, by the way.
The Rams got to play Seattle after they beat Panthers, though. I don't know.
That's a win. It's easy.
In Seattle, it's going to be loud as hell.
So, Smitty, JB, here are the in-pocket bets I have. I have in-pocket tickets on Philly to win the NFC and win the Super Bowl. And I have in-pocket tickets on Jags and Texans to win the AFC and win the Super Bowl. So a perfect scenario for me is Eagles versus Texans or Jags. Nobody's talking about the Jags. The Jags got a bunch of talent, and they really good on defense. And you know how you look at the Patriots' schedule? Oh, by the way, breaking news, the Cardinals just fired Jonathan Gannon.
I knew it.
Yep. Yeah. You know how you look at the Patriots.
Get a white out of there. Get a white out of there. Makes me look better.
The Jags got some quality wins.
Well, the Rams have the most though. That's just a fact.
Sean, before you go, would you be just shocked though if Josh Allen himself just tapped into a space and just got the Bills to the Super Bowl?
Yes, because they have the least talented group of pass catchers of anybody left in the playoffs.
Who does?
The Bills.
They do. Well, yeah.
They're basically trying to do it with smoke and mirrors with their tight ends.
And here's the problem. This is why the Jags are going to belt to ass the Bills.
But they got the rushing leader in James Cook.
It don't matter. Guess who has the number 1 rush defense? Jags. So
you can't prepare for what Josh Allen going to do. Josh Allen.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can because guess what?
You don't know what he's going to do.
Smitty, but you're going to stop the run. You're going to shut down Cook, the leading rusher in football. You're going to shut him down because they have the best rush defense. And then you have a wideout core that is non-existent with a tight end, Knox, and fucking who's not going to be able to beat any safety on the Jags defense deep. So now Josh Allen's holding his dick in his hand, running around, and you have a front 4 that Shaun alluded to earlier that's as good as anybody in football. Listen, I think it's a horrible matchup for the Bills. They couldn't have started off with a worse matchup other than Pittsburgh and the Texans. This is a horrible matchup for the Bills, and this is the year that everyone's going to say, oh, no Patrick Mahomes, the Bills are supposed to win it all. Nah, the Jags showed up, the Texans showed up, the Denver Broncos showed up, and you still got a Charger and fucking Patriot team. Like, all those teams, in my opinion, are better than the goddamn Bills now because the Bills never addressed the wideout room. How do you hit free agency and not address the fucking wideout room?
Because you told them to get rid of Stephon Diggs, and you said they'll be better without Stephon Diggs. You didn't want them there. You didn't want the wide receiver one there. You said they'll be better, and they kept losing.
Have they not been better without Stephon Diggs? By the way,
Stephon Diggs was wild number one that Drake May helped Drake May be in the MVP conversation, homie.
By the way,
props is due, homie.
Stephon Diggs is in trouble, and I don't know. Hold on. Willie McGinnis and you and I had a conversation. Willie McGinnis said,
keep it private. Keep it private. Don't put it.
Willie McGinnis, Shaun, you know this. Willie McGinnis said, there's no way you can play this cat. Hey. Not today. Not today with women shit involved and the Deshaun Watson and all the shit that we've seen. There's no way that the NFL allows this motherfucker to play.
Mike Vrabel don't give a fuck. He's trying to win.
So he's a fuck the NFL.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, to you nimwits in the chat, JB and Smitty, can y'all validate that I hit a nice little cut 2 tickets last night?
Yeah, he'd sent it to us.
Yeah, you won a lot of money. Can I say the amount or no?
No, don't say it. Don't say it.
Yeah, show it. Yeah, zoom in a little bit.
To you clowns. Also, I was watching the show because I'm a supporter of the platform. And Smitty, we need to negotiate a little raise. JB buying fucking Range Rovers and shit. Like, we over here.
Dope. That was a dope.
It really negotiation on my part specifically because like it's the Coach JB show with Big Smitty. So like if your name is in it, it means your shit too.
So you saying if he get the big range, it should come accompanied with a sport for you.
Come on now, it should be common sense. Like
right,
that's all I'm saying.
So if he buy him if he go get the 7 series, then you should get the 5.
That's all I'm asking for. I'm not saying we should be exactly even. I know JB did this show for about a year and a half, 2 years before me. I understand he does like. So
How many?
I'm not saying it should be 50.
Hey, Smitty,
if you get a
that's a big dog.
How many years, homie?
2.
I thought I said 2 years.
Hey, Smitty. Drake bought his homeboy a new Spectre.
What's this? I saw that.
Right.
I saw that.
Motherfucker said Drake.
You a big dog.
JB stingy though.
Motherfucker said Drake and JB.
Y'all both white.
Are you shitting me with that act?
This shit pretty good. Where you get it from?
Hey, when we taking the yacht out, man?
Sunday, if you come out, it's supposed to be like 78 degrees, and all this rain will be out. It's be clear.
Hey, what time is the show on Saturday at McGinnis spot?
It's starting at 12 p.m. Pacific time. So, and we'll be there pretty much till like 12, to after the game, probably 5:30. And then I got some other shit I gotta do after that, so I'll probably separate from y'all. But then, yeah. All
right, shout out to Willie. I'm gonna try and see if I can make it work.
You gonna try or you gonna pull up?
I'm gonna try. I'm goddamn dog. First of all,
Shaun, if you can't pull up, we're gonna. I mean, my shit don't usually flop. I usually have some decent shit, so I expect it to be good. But here's the issue. We're probably gonna do it the 17th as well. So if you can't make Saturday, then the 17th.
More than likely.
Yeah,
it's not locked in right now.
Not locked in, but more than
so
likely.
come on the 10th because that is locked. I don't like working in the world of what ifs and possibilities. Saturday's locked in. January 10th.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody in chat. We almost had 4,000 the whole show on YouTube. Appreciate everybody, man. Shout out to Chris and Alan and everybody in the chat, all the OGs from Bundy. Gifting 50 people to Fake Gibby in the chat and everybody else from Joe Cora to all the slapdicks. Keith Smith respectfully has been shut the fuck up ever since I told him to shut the fuck up. So much love to you.
Shout out my cousin Keith.
And shout out to Joey and all the porn star lovers.
Hit me up on Cameo, y'all. I'm doing cameos all day today, man. Special. Hit me up today.
Hit us up. So it's not just yours. Shaun, your hair and bone, Shaun, is horrific looking. And we will see you.
Who got on a herringbone, dog? This is a Cuban, dog. What you talking about?
You tripping? You are tripping.
That's a motherfucking herringbone.
You tripping, dog?
Motherfucking in the hood. That's herringbone. Why you put your Venmo in there,
Hey,
Smitty?
this damn near whole 24 hours.
Look who popped back up in this motherfucker. I ain't seen my motherfucker in 2 years.
That fucking pandemic.
Yeah,
Hey, she just got out.
Oh, she was locked up?
Yeah. Had to go away for a little bit. Welcome back, Jada.
Shaun, we'll see you Wednesday.
All right, guys.
Shaun love this show. He want to keep going.
Yeah.
All right,
Bailey, for Paris, for all the chat, we will shout out to all you. We'll see you tomorrow on the Realest Show for Talk That Talk Tuesday. Steve Kim will join us. AJ McCarron. We'll see if Siski can pull up. We'll get to some people. Maybe T. Ridge. Maybe we don't know. We got some people coming in. So we'll see you tomorrow. And all week long, we are here. And Saturday at Legends in Long Beach. Live. Pull up. Take a holler at us. Have a drink. Cheers it up. Because we're real ones. And we'll holler at you. Unlike other shows.
We out, y'all. Appreciate y'all. See you tomorrow. Peace.